The air. You're on the air.
Hey, good morning, Howard.
Good morning.
You probably don't remember me. You interviewed me about a couple of years ago. I'm like the guy who knows everything about Eric, the actor.
Right.
Anyways, today is the 10-year anniversary of Eric calling into the show. And
is that right? How do you know that?
Because it's dated September 19th, 2002. That's what I do. I mean, I know everything about Eric.
Wow. So you're saying 10 years ago today, Eric, the actor, made his first phone call.
He called in for the first time. He was angry at you because you were being mean to Kelly Clarkson. You were calling her fat and ugly, and obviously he had to call into her defense.
Eric, did you know it's your 10th anniversary today?
I've been emailing you for a couple days now about that.
I see.
Why aren't we having some big celebration?
Gary, that's a question for Gary, Rob. Why is there not a big celebratory event going on here? Maybe this is it, Robin.
I think that you should celebrate it right now. I don't think there's...
Right.
I mean, should I celebrate Marianne from Brooklyn's first week on the air, Eric?
Yeah, well, has Eric been hounding you about this, that we should have some sort of celebration?
He sent a note, and he just said that he was surprised that you made him wait on the phone for so long because it's his 10th year on the show, and the big line was, doesn't that mean anything to anyone?
No. Eric, haven't you figured out that none of that means anything to us?
We don't celebrate our own anniversaries.
Right. I don't even know... like what year this is that I'm a broadcaster.
I know. When people ask, it's 30-something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't care about anniversaries.
You know that, Howard, are you aware that last week was my 28th anniversary on the show?
I actually was not.
It was, and I'm not angry that you let it go by.
Hey, by the way, Eric, you'll be pleased to know that now that I officially know your 10th year anniversary, we have huge plans for your 20th anniversary. We're going to start now, 10 years in advance.
It's going to take us 10 years to plan it.
Yeah. Eric, I mean, seriously, you understand that we don't give a shit, right?
Was kind of hoping that you would.
But Eric, I mean, as Gary just pointed out, we don't celebrate anybody's 10th anniversary of calling into the show. You know, sometimes Eric can seem really smart to me, and like he seems incredibly with it. And then when he gets upset about dumb shit, I go, "Wow, he's really dumb."
I'm fucking retarded.
No, you're not. Stop saying that.
Don't put yourself down.
I'm fucking retarded.
You're not serious when you make these calls, are you?
I think I'm a bit serious.
Would you like me to fly you with balloons for your anniversary?
No.
What would you envision might happen? Let's see if we can make it come true. It's your 10th anniversary. What would you like us to do?
Well, some kind of acknowledgement would have been nice.
Mm-hmm. So all you want to do is be acknowledged?
Right.
Oh, I see.
Well, that's happened now.
Well, maybe Javier can say a few words about you.
Well, Howard, yeah, if I may say something, and even though Eric apparently hates me ever since he heard of me and then you interviewed me, I like to say that on behalf of the fans, I just wanted to say thanks for 10 years of really entertaining calls. I mean, you have to at least acknowledge the fact that he's probably one of the best, if not the best caller ever into the show, just for entertainment value.
When is your anniversary, Javier?
Of what?
Of calling in.
It would be, I guess, November. I called in.
Maybe we should prepare for that, Robin. Javier. Maybe we need a Javier anniversary, okay?
You remember the day you had Billy Joel in?
Yes.
That's my anniversary.
Wow. What a great day. I mean, mark
we
that
brought
down,
Billy
Gary.
in for you.
Eric, do you think we should celebrate Javier's anniversary as well?
No.
Why do you hate me, Eric?
Because, jackass, you don't know all there is to know about me like you think you do.
Eric, I'm only talking about the stuff that you call into the show. Obviously, I don't know anything about your personal life. That's the only thing I'm referring to.
Eric, ask him a question and see if he knows it. You know, something you've done on the air. He's not saying he knows you. He's saying he's a fan. I think Javier's a fan of yours.
Yeah, that's all.
Well, you know, Eric hates his fans.
You know how
No, I
thought
don't, Robin.
You're always
Howard.
throwing them off your whatever you're on. You throw them off.
Yeah, Eric, I don't get you. Like,
That's because they talk shit about me. There's a whole hell of a lot of them that are still currently on my Twitter page that I have not thrown off. Over 25,000 to be exact.
All
Eric,
right.
Eric, you blocked me from your Twitter page for like 2 years ago.
why?
I don't know.
Did he say what you did wrong?
No, well, you know what? I tried to get in touch with Johnny Fratto, and I think he talked to him. And according to Johnny in an email, he said, Eric thinks that you're a double agent and you're out to get him. I don't even know what that means.
Wow. Did you use the M word, as in midget?
Well, I might have at certain points. But you know what? Even that's one thing I got to say. I've never been mean-spirited to you. If you ever read anything that I said, Eric, it might have been a goof in the spirit of the Howard Stern show, but I have never, ever been mean-spirited to you. I've defended you when people have been mean-spirited to you. I even bought stuff for him and from his Amazon.
Well, why don't you celebrate? Why don't you celebrate his anniversary? I understand you prepared a list, Javier.
Yeah, I have a list of what I think are like the top 5 moments of Eric on the show, at least my favorites.
All right, go ahead.
In no particular order, the flying with balloons bit, probably the best bit in the show that'll never happen. But the whole thing, you know, when you try to goad him into flying with balloons to meet Captain McPhee, it was great.
Thank you.
Number 2, the 0.0 call. You remember that?
Yes.
When Fred played that. Number 3, when he talked to Johnny to put a hit out on that guy Jerry.
Yeah, when Eric put out a hit, that was great.
You know what to do.
You know what to do. You know what to do. That was good.
Number 4 would be the whole. You remember Kendra, the girl that he thought it was his girlfriend.
Right.
The whole Kendra thing. That was. Howard, if you listen from January to March of 2009, that is Eric at his very best. And
What about was that the Bunny Ranch chick, Kendra?
No.
She was a porn star.
Yeah,
I think.
see, there's where I know this guy's not an expert. He said 2009. To be exact, moron, it was 2008.
I said 2008, Eric.
Oh, I could have sworn I heard you say 2009.
No, it's 2008. I know.
You know,
And,
Javier knows.
Last but not least, my personal favorite was when he announced he was doing a modeling agency.
Oh, that was great.
The contest was great.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Eric was going to have a modeling agency, and the girl had to live with him for a minimum of 2 years.
Well, he had this whole contest he was running,
Yeah.
and the prize was living with him.
Yeah, right. You could either get an apartment near him or live with him.
Yeah, for 7 years.
And then he would manage your modeling career.
That's right. Now, how did that work out, Eric?
Did you ever get anybody to do that, Eric?
Tony and I never really ever did it.
Oh.
Right.
Listen, Eric, even though you might not change your opinion about myself, there's nothing but love coming from here. And just
Would you consider unblocking Javier on a probationary basis, Eric, in honor of your anniversary?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't even remember what his username was.
Javier,
so
what
I
is-
guess I could get in contact with Johnny again, and I can send him my information. And if he
All right.
decides, then that would be great. And
He even thought you were an idiot.
who, Johnny?
Yes.
Johnny was gracious to me. He was great.
You know what, Javier? I was just thinking, you left out on your top 5 when Eric got that acting job and he was worried about werewolves in New Mexico.
Yeah, that was great.
That was a great moment. Come on.
What about Howard? What about that time when he did that in plain sight, and he was going to sue the production company because they didn't give him like one bottle of Pepsi?
Right.
The missing bottle of Pepsi.
Or how about when everyone wanted him to go in another show where his head would explode and he wouldn't do it?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, how about all the roles he won't take?
Right. He refuses to play certain parts. But come on, the best was when he was afraid of werewolves in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Speaking of the fact of shows that or roles that I would take, I sent a list of different shows that I would like to appear on.
Yeah, I got the same list. Actually, I don't know if you know this, Eric. I've been working on Whitney Cummings to put you on her show.
Yeah, I talked to you about that a couple weeks ago on the AJT show.
Actually, Beth was approached to be on the Whitney Cummings show, and I said to Beth, can you write back to Whitney and say you can't do it, but Beth was unavailable, but would she consider Eric the actor?
Oh.
And
yeah, they go up for the same roles all the time.
well, I mean, in other words, like sometime in the future. And Whitney wasn't opposed to it, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tabitha told me that Chris D'Elia was asking her about me.
I said to Whitney, maybe like Eric could play your abusive boyfriend or something.
Well, her character has the boyfriend,
right.
Chris D'Elia.
Yeah, but you're the new boyfriend who's abusive.
Or an old boyfriend who used to abuse her.
Right. Yeah, you come back and like, and that's
and you still have that effect on her.
Yeah, like whenever you're around her, she like just freaks out, but secretly she's still in love with you. Oh my God, I'd love to see that.
That would be a great episode.
Would Eric play a zombie in The Walking Dead?
That's a good question.
Wheelchair zombie?
I've never watched that show.
It's a good show. Great show.
A lot of people do shows they've never watched when they're actors.
Would you play a wheelchair zombie?
No.
He's no fun at all.
That's where they got this sound for a buzzer. They heard Eric and they went, sounds like the AGT buzzer.
That is a no.
Well, I'm going to work. What are your shows, real quick, what you want to be on?
That's all. Can you let me speak?
Yes.
It's fucking rude to ask a person a question and not let them answer.
All right, let him to answer, please.
The shows range on networks from Fox,
all right,
ABC, CBS.
Go ahead. Let's hear the list already.
You want the whole gamut.
Yeah, you don't have to intro it.
Well, Fox has got the new show, Ben and Kate. I watched the first episode of that already on demand.
All right.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Go ahead.
Do you do that one?
Yeah, he'd do that.
New Girl.
Okay, that's a current series. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I just help out a little bit? Because he'll tell some other ones, but I have two that he sent me because he's got plotline ideas for himself.
Let me hear it.
Okay, he wants to be on FX Anger Management. My character could be an actor that has been sent to Charlie for help because I trashed the set when I noticed craft services was out of Pepsi, and Ronnie could play my limo driver with his own anger issues.
All right, and what's the other one?
Also on FX, Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, yeah, I watch that. I love it.
The storyline could have them making a delivery of drugs or guns near Carson City, Nevada, and they stop in the Bunny Ranch for a break and have some fun with the girls. I could be in the Bunny Ranch parlor where they hang out talking to some of the girls.
Oh, you just want to be at the Bunny Ranch.
You want to know something? That's a pretty good plot line right there. I'd see that on Sons of Anarchy.
But all Eric is an extra in it.
No. He'd have some lines. He'd be there with the girls, and maybe, he'd be one of the...
What he just said in his plot line, he'd be just sitting in the parlor with the girls.
He'd be sitting there, and then he'd be like one of the Johns, and he kind of starts talking to one of the girls about some stuff, and maybe he interacts with one of the Sons of Anarchy.
Well, now you're fleshing out the role. Eric didn't give himself a character or anything.
And why would Sons of Anarchy...
You know what would be good, though? What if Eric played like the Sons of Anarchy are on their bikes, and they're riding down the highway, and then they run over Eric, like a speed bump, like a raccoon.
Or somebody has Eric in a sidecar, and it just detaches and goes down the other way.
Yeah.
I'm flying.
I'd hang him from Ron Perlman's handlebars.
His character can't ride anymore.
I know he's having trouble. All right, anyway.
Get back on that bike.
I'll ride on Jax's bike.
Hey, Jax, you're hot. All right. Well, listen, Eric.
Congratulations
on your 10th anniversary as a caller to the show.
He didn't give us his full list of shows.
Oh, please, Robin, you're killing me here.
I'm always fascinated.
Community and Parenthood are two more, but he had no plot lines for them.
Community and Parenthood. All right. There you go, Robin.
All right. Well, Ben and Kate he wants to be on. And New Girl. I don't know what
New
he's
Girl.
supposed to play, yeah.
Now, maybe he plays a girl.
Another girl.
Oh,
Would you ever be in drag for a role?
no, I would not.
Uh-huh. No.
And what I would play on those two shows is a guy that the main female character of each show would be going out on a date with.
Would you play a baby on Parenthood? Like a guy, let's say you're a guy or a criminal and you have to break in, like, so you go to a daycare center, you get in a crib, and you're sort of pretending to be a baby so that you can rob the place.
No.
Now, you're hard to write for. See, that to me would be a good show. Like on Parenthood, they take the kid to like they're checking out some. I've never seen the show, but I would imagine there's young kids involved, and they go to the daycare center, and there in the daycare center is this baby.
That's real nice that you've never seen the show when two of the people involved with it are big fans of your show.
Who's on it?
Dax.
Oh.
Dax Shepard, plus isn't Ron Howard a big fan of your show?
Yeah. Well, I can't watch all the shows. I have so many fans, Eric. I can't watch all of their shows. You know. Hey, look at the way you treat your fans. Poor Javier can't even get on your Twitter. Don't criticize me.
You're both the same.
Well, you know, he doesn't have to like me. I still like him. It's okay, Eric.
But, you know, that'd be a pretty good episode where, so Eric's in the, you know, he's in the, let's say, an orphanage or what, I don't know, like a daycare center. And like, at first they look at him, that one looks strange, and they're like, and he just goes, I have aging disease.
I can't believe Eric doesn't want to be on Glee.
Oh, hell no.
Really? No?
Sounds like it's right up your alley.
I think you would love that.
Not at all.
Would you
Why
play
not?
one of those gay, like, chorus kids?
Don't stop.
Nope.
Believe.
You would never play gay. You would never play a gay character.
Nope. The only shows that I would be on that have any gay type thing one would be the New Normal and Modern Family.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be like a baby on Modern Family?
No, this kind of would be
Would
a
you
little
play a
bit-
meth baby on Breaking Bad? Like, no?
Like somebody had a big meth habit and you became the
Walter,
baby.
I'm hungry.
And then all of a sudden, like, the doctor, like, they show her giving birth and everything, and then, oh, my God, there's complications, and then all of a sudden they cut to, like, the baby coming out, and it's you. And they're like, oh, my God, look what meth did to the baby. And then, you know, be like, it would be very, very anti-drug. It would be good. People would stop doing meth if they saw that.
The idea that I came up with for Modern Family was I would play a math teacher for Manny, and my character would get the hots for his mom.
All right. Well, anyway, hey, happy anniversary, Javier. I hope you get added back to Eric's Twitter following.
Let's hope so.
Eric, are you political at all? Have you come out for Romney or Obama?
I'm Democrat, so yes, I would go for Obama, not Romney.
Right.
As Jesse Ventura would say, you're a Democrat.
Right.
I'm a
I'm
Democrat.
Are little people allowed to vote? Robin?
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
only for felons aren't, but little people are.
Yeah, I didn't know if you guys were allowed
It's
to
an
vote.
age thing, not a little people.
I just wanted to ask Eric that question. See what he said.
And I was wondering, do you have any?
Don't you think that's against like little people? How do they vote? Because those things are up high. The
I'm
thing,
sure they get help.
What do you do, Eric, when you vote? Do you do absentee? Yeah.
Yes.
Absentee
I see.
ballot.
I was trying to ask, do you have any prize money?
Oh boy. In honor of
We
your
were
10th
talking
anniversary?
to Eric, not Wendy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we do, actually. Although we do have money for Javier, your fan.
Oh, great.
Can I ask you something, Howard?
Yes.
Do you think it would be fun? I think this is one of the things that bothers Eric. Do you think it would be funny at all to pit Eric against myself in an Eric the Actor trivia contest?
Like, in other words, see who can answer more questions?
I mean, wouldn't it be funny if I actually beat him at knowing more about himself than he?
Yeah, we got to have some money for that. What is it, JD?
He's doing a block party this weekend. He doesn't need any money.
Oh, he's getting
Yeah,
paid.
what is that?
Yeah, he's getting paid.
Doesn't he get a couple of grand for that?
Oh, I don't know about that, but I mean, I don't know why he's begging for money.
You're getting paid this weekend, aren't you?
Yeah.
Stop being a freeloader like Mitt Romney says and
Yeah.
go to work.
No, maybe Mitt Romney's onto something. No wonder you're for Obama. You get your hand out.
Gee, thanks, JD.
If you can call that a hand.
Gary, do we have any, like, is there a way that, like, in the commercials we could put together really quick a 5-question contest between Javier and Eric for, like, some money?
I think I have some money, but what kind of a contest?
Like, where we ask Eric the Actor trivia about his various appearances on the show, and then see who can answer more questions. Javier's claiming he can beat Eric at his own trivia game.
I definitely have the money. Let me see if I can work on the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's short notice. I don't know anything about Eric the Actor, so I don't know that I can be much help. I would want to hear that. Would you, Robin?
I'd love it.
All right, Eric, hold on. Javier, hold on. Let me see if I can throw something together. I'm not guaranteeing anything.
Can I quickly make a couple little promotions?
Oh, boy.
Can you wait till after the commercial?
Eric, it's not a good time to promote when you've bored everybody to death.
Yeah, right. No one wants to see you now. Hold on. If it wasn't for Javier, you wouldn't even be interested.
Right.
Hold on.
Well, one of the things
Oh, my God.
Hold on. I got a break.
already promoted.
We're coming back after the
hold on.
commercial.
What a great 10th anniversary this is. Uh-oh, I think I just... Oh, fuck. I think I
What,
just...
did you cut him off?
No, I think he's still on hold. Javier, you're still there, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, let me see if I can get you on hold. Oh, boy. Hold on. I think I might have hung up.
You might have hung up on Javier, too.
I don't know. I don't even know. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
Hey guys, do you think you can help me out? We got to do this really quick. There's a guy on the phone who claims he knows more about Eric and his appearances than Eric. So try to put together a quick 5-question game about Eric's appearances, like, what did Eric agree to? You know what I mean? Can you guys think of anything? I'll have to search. Jason, can you do some searching too?
I have one. What job did Eric turn down for TV because he thought it was too satanic?
This is, I don't really have this.
Richard, what job did Eric turn down on TV because he thought it was too satanic?
Which one?
Adult Swim.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was from 2011.
For just $59 a year, get unlimited backup space for your PC or Mac. Plus, access
What on Adult Swim, though?
your tablet or smartphone. If you run a
He's
small
going to take a job on Adult
Carbonite also has
Swim.
plans that will back up all
Can you find out what cartoon on Adult Swim?
annual fee. Don't wait. Go to Carbonite.com today and type in the offer code 100 for a free trial with no credit card required. Plus, 2 free bonus months with your subscription. That's
I'll just put the
Carbonite.com.
Adult Swim.
Okay. I'm back.
Hey, Gary, can you help me with this game for Eric the Actor?
Yeah.
I know we got bamboozled into this. Give me some prize money, and let's see if who wins. I think we only have 3 questions for the Eric the Actor game. Again, we had to do this at short notice.
Gary, here's another one. I don't know if it's...
There's not that much information out there about Eric.
All right.
Do you want to do the questions or you want me to do them?
You better do them because I can't read that. All right. Let me get these guys on the phone. There's Eric the Actor. Eric, you there?
Yes.
All right, let me get Javier. Javier, you there?
Yep.
All right, we're playing for $500 cash from Steven Singer Jewelers. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com today. Great guy, Steven Singer. Give you a good deal. All right, here's the game. There's going to be 3 questions. So therefore, someone will win.
You got to have the best 2 out of 3.
Right.
Right. All right, now, nobody blurt out any answers. Here we go. I'll go to Eric the Actor first. Ask him the question. If he gets it wrong, Gary, I assume we'll go to Javier with the same question.
Right.
Correct.
Don't blurt out answers.
Robin, shh. Okay. All right, here we go. Don't blurt out the answer, Robin. Robin's an expert.
I'm reminding myself.
Right. All right, here we go. Eric, the actor, first.
In Eric's first phone call to the Stern Show, who did he say were the top 2 chicks he masturbated to?
Eric, go ahead. You have very few seconds to answer. Eric, are you there?
Yes.
Who are the 2 chicks you said you masturbate to?
He's on the internet.
Good up. That's why I'm making him answer right away. Eric, answer now. All right, Eric, we're going to hit the buzzer.
Wait.
Take a guess real quick.
I know one of them off the top of my head was Beverly Mitchell.
All right, Beverly Mitchell. And who else?
Yeah, you need both. Why would you give up the name now that it's going to go over to Javier?
Who knows if he's right. All right. Eric, I got to give you a no. You did not mention the 2 women. I'm not going to say whether Beverly Mitchell is right or not. Let's go to Javier. Javier, who are the 2 women?
Well, actually, that's a tough one. So I'm going to say one of them is Beverly Mitchell because he said it. I'm going to say the other one is Pamela Anderson.
All right. Is he right?
The answer is Beverly Mitchell from Seventh Heaven and Britney Spears.
All right. Well, you're both wrong.
Both wrong.
Sorry, guys. There'll be no money for you on base of that.
Now we could wind. No, never mind. Go on.
All right, Javier. Yeah, I know.
I could do it. I might have another one.
All right. Javier, you're going to go first. Gary, ask him the question.
Javier, who were the 3 celebrities in studio with Eric the Midget when he came in for his only in-studio appearance in 2008?
Javier, who were the 3?
All right, it was Diana DeGarmo.
Go ahead.
It was Natalie Maine.
Go ahead.
And the wrestler, I forgot his name. The wrestling guy that came in with Diana DeGarmo. Oh, man.
You're running out of time.
Hurry. Give me the name of a wrestler.
I can't remember the name of the guy.
All right.
Now we got to move it over to Eric.
All right, let's go over to Eric. Eric, go ahead.
Kurt Angle, Natalie Means, and Diana DeGarmo.
That is correct.
All right.
Javier had it. He just couldn't pull out.
One.
I feel bad for Javier because he really had it. But,
Yeah.
But
This is the game.
And there you go. So 1 for Eric. And now the final question. If Javier ties up, Eric, you'll go first. You could put it away right here. Go ahead, Gary.
What TV job did Eric turn down because he thought it was too satanic?
Eric?
The animated cartoon on the Cartoon Network.
Is that correct,
So,
Gary?
I don't remember the name of the show.
Oh, he doesn't know the name? That is incorrect. You do not know the name of the show, all right? Javier, you can get back in the game. Gary, give him the question again.
What job on TV did Eric turn down because he thought it was too satanic?
It was a satanic cartoon. I don't think he said the name of the show, but
there's not a name of a show, it's a particular network.
What kind of question is that? You want the name of the network, or you want the
name of this network?
The name of the network.
Yeah,
Now
well,
we had
that's
to
not
ask
fair.
Eric again.
We have to ask Eric again. Did you just
No,
question?
Eric gave me the name of the network.
Oh, so he answered the question.
No, he didn't. He gave an answer.
And it was incorrect.
Wasn't correct.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Gary, this is a horrible game.
He might have been correct. I don't.
Sal was involved. He may have been correct.
I have an answer here, and I don't know.
Wait a second. You trusted Sal to make the game?
You gave me 4 minutes.
All right.
Sal and Richard put this game
No
together.
wonder this is going so badly.
Oh, my God. They're 2 retarded people put the game together.
It was very quick.
What?
Wait, we're not at a tie yet.
Okay, Sal, you idiot.
Which channel?
That was correct. It was a satanic cartoon on the Cartoon Network.
Is the Cartoon Network correct, Sal? It's not. Sal says it's not correct.
is it a particular show? It's called Adult Swim.
Adult Swim is correct.
Cartoon Network, you moron.
Well, evidently Adult Swim is right.
Cartoon Network.
Gary, I think the game is...
The answer is Adult Swim. I don't know what Adult Swim
but
is
that's
on.
a shitty question.
Well, no, it's a shitty answer.
Oh, I knew you know what? I knew I shouldn't have gotten involved in this game. Even when Eric said he needed money, I should have just hung up.
I agree.
I hate Sal. I hate Eric. And I hate Javier now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. And they did nothing wrong.
Can I say something?
Sal, you're such a shit stain.
Oh, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'd rather you say I can't come up with a game.
No,
than get it wrong.
I can.
Okay, go
I had
ahead.
to come up with immediate facts that had documented 8/9/11. He said he turned down a satanic show from Adult Swim. And that was
it's
it.
a cable television network.
Well, I didn't know.
Share
I didn't
space
know
with Cartoon Network.
Right,
Right.
so
I
it
didn't
is
know
its
it was a
own-
network, but it was for the Adult
But I'm
Swim
saying
show.
the question's so
It's so specific. What did he turn down? What satanic role did he turn down? And
no,
he made it perfectly
you said
clear.
What satanic role did he turn down? But you were looking for the name of a network.
Or a show.
Or a show.
It just said, what satanic show did he turn down?
Right. And
so
that's
when he
it.
said Cartoon Network, I'm looking at Adult Swim. I don't know what that means.
You wrote a question that's ridiculous.
It's for Adult Swim. He said
yeah,
the
but we
show.
don't listen to. Read the question you wrote down.
The question. Can I have the question, please?
You didn't ask for the name of the network.
But it was specific. Right. You wouldn't say NBC.
Oh, my God. You're retarded. It's impossible to deal with
not. You just love doing this to me.
No, you can't explain.
Yes, I can.
Go ahead, read the question.
What job on TV did Eric turn down because he thought it was too satanic?
But that's not
Adult
the name of
Swim.
a Adult Swim.
Adult Swim is the show.
No, it's a network.
Well, then it was
idiot.
it was documented that way. Howard, I can show you the document.
Sal, why can't you admit you fucked up?
What am I fucking up?
There's nothing clear about that question. We're asking.
We don't know what you're asking for.
You could never write for a game show. What are you asking for? Adult Swim is the name of the network. You got to say what was the name of the network that Eric almost worked for.
It was the Cartoon Network, Howard. Adult Swim is on.
But that's not your question. Read the question
What
again.
job on television did Eric turn down?
That
what
has
job?
nothing to do with a network.
I agree, but there is no specific. I never said a network in here.
So what do you?
But the key word is satanic. There's only one show he turned down that was satanic. It was Adult Swim.
Adult Swim's the name of a network.
It's not a show.
It's not a show.
Well, Jason Kaplan just said that it's on the Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
no.
Adult
It is
Swim
a network that shares space.
Okay, but it was
it
was documented.
Sal, you're an idiot.
It was documented when he called in. He said this specifically. This is a specific
Sal,
quote.
listen to me. Your IQ is so corrupt and low.
Stop. It is
that
not.
you don't even know what I'm saying to you.
Yes, I do.
It's not a question of
I know what a network is. Like you work in AGT. The network is NBC. I know the difference.
So what would the question be?
What show were you on television?
AGT.
Right. What show did he turn down satanically on TV?
He didn't turn down Adult Swim. That's not the name.
What? It doesn't matter. He's
satanically. You're an idiot. You're a moron.
When he explained it,
you know what a moron this guy is. I got to tell everybody. Hold on, we're in the middle of a game. I know. I got to tell you what a dummy he is.
We're stopping the game for a second.
I'm not a moron. I come up with good ideas here. Ideas.
So yesterday, perhaps. We had a meeting yesterday. We now have
in a conference room.
We have a community we formed. Like, you know how people are on Facebook?
Yeah.
We have a community called Moldred. It's a private.
Nobody's invited me to.
Well, you wouldn't. You're not. Yeah, you're not a part of it. If you want to be, you can be. But I try to spare you these things. Moldred was a community I developed with the guys at IBM. It's they have a great piece of software called Communities or Connections.
And you have your own community.
Called Moldred. It's a place where my staff can write and communicate with one another. So I decided yesterday, I rented out a conference hall with a big screen. Yeah. Conference hall with a screen. And it was mandatory that everybody on Moldred has to attend.
Right.
I got up, I made about a half-hour presentation, then I turned the meeting over to John Hine.
Wow.
And
did you have, like, audio, video?
Yeah, everything.
Displays?
All the accoutrements.
Wow.
So that we could teach everybody how to use Moldred. And so we even had two guys from IBM there.
I was going to ask if I could have a personal...
No.
No?
No. Yes, of course you can. Of course. Listen. So... The problem is, I know everything, not everything, but I know a lot of stuff about Moldred, and so does John Hine. We've been working through this thing for months, okay? Mm-hmm. And rather than sit down with everyone individually and try to explain it to them, which could take forever, we said, let's get everyone together, we'll answer all your questions and explain how this thing works. Makes sense, right?
Absolutely.
Well, everybody, mandatory to be there. You have to have an ID and a card to get in. It's a whole formal meeting.
Right, I saw the thing. Bring your building ID, etc.
Right. So I'm up there, and I'm talking for, I would say, close to a half hour. I'm explaining Moldred to everybody. I'm going through the intricacies, how to sign on, how to use this thing, how to communicate with one another, how we shall work together. And at one point, about 25 minutes in, I go, and for example, let's say Sal wants to do this. He's doing a phony phone call and he wants help with it. I go, where is Sal? We look around the room. No Sal. 25 minutes into this fucking thing, I'm talking my brains out. Like, the last thing I want to do is sit there and teach. Who's not there? Everyone is there. The only one not there is who?
Sal.
Sal.
Why not?
Right. So with that, like almost like by a miracle, 25 minutes, all of a sudden, who comes running in the room? Like on fire?
All
Sal.
flustered.
Everybody else is there. I go, Sal, what's going on? He goes, hey, Howard, I was making a phony phone call to where did you make the
McDonald's in Libya.
To McDonald's in Libya. All right. So I go, okay, fine, whatever, you're late. Now, I didn't say this then. This guy is here all morning. He's going to be there after the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
I need him there at 11 o'clock for the meeting.
What?
Everybody else knows. And I'm thinking to myself, well, okay, I don't want to slow down the meeting berating Sal in front of everyone. But now he's missed 25 minutes. He has no fucking clue what's going on. And the absurd answer that he was making a phony phone call to McDonald's isn't going anywhere.
Right. It's going to be there all day.
Libya so far hasn't gone anywhere.
Well, I have important information that was just handed to me by John Lieberman.
Right.
Sal went to the newsroom to ask 2 different people where the meeting was.
Yeah, when I stormed
You're
out.
a fucking idiot.
I stormed out of the room.
How did everybody else know? Couldn't you have prepared a little?
I was caught up in the call, and then all of a sudden I looked at the clock. It said 11:21. I said, "Holy shit!" And I ran out.
So, can I ask you a question? We all did the wrap-up show together, right? We ended at 11 together, right? And we all frantically came in here and grabbed our notebooks and our pens and ran down to the meeting. So, why did you go to make a phone call when we were all leaving together?
I was just caught up in it. It was just I messed up. There's no excuse. There's no excuse.
With them,
You're retarded.
I got there. You know, I missed 20 minutes, but I got moldred down pretty well. So
no, you missed
as well as you got this
deflecting.
You think you got
answering.
Muldred down. You know what I'm going to do after the show today? I'm going to fucking quiz you on Muldred and see how well you got
I know a lot about Muldred.
Yeah, okay.
You could quiz me right now.
No, I'm not going to bore the audience.
Well, we're in the
with
middle of another game.
that. We're in the middle of the game. You just fucked up.
I didn't screw that up.
Unlike the meeting you fucked up yesterday.
Well, I apologize about that.
Yeah, good.
I just wasn't aware of time. It happens. We all screw up.
No, we all don't. Not one person screwed up but you.
Yeah, I know.
Can I say something about this question?
What question?
The
one
question that Sal screwed up.
Yeah, I mean, Eric, forget it. I mean, the guy fucked up. What am I going to do?
Wait, Adult Swim, for this moron's information, is a block of different animated and non-animated shows on the Cartoon Network. It's not.
Eric, it goes beyond that. Eric, it goes beyond that. I mean, the question doesn't even make sense.
We don't know what he's asking for.
He's asking for the network. He's asking for the name of a show. He's asking for 50 different things. The whole thing is screwed.
I made it as general and simple as possible. What team?
I want to get back to how did you miss that meeting yesterday? It's beyond my comprehension. How many times do I have a meeting that important where I rent out a conference room?
Not many.
So that I can help you with things.
And I appreciate it, and I apologize. I was a little late. Thank God I know Mildred very well.
I was done.
25 minutes.
How do you think I feel? You think I would want to miss meeting me out of all people?
What?
You think I would want to miss
Yes,
a meeting?
of course you did.
I know, but do you think...
Yes, I think you wanted to... I think you wanted to... You know what? I'm going to tell you something.
You're out of
If I had
your
said
mind.
to you,
You're nuts.
there's a woman waiting in the conference room at 11 o'clock with her legs spread. She's going to fucking fuck you, blow you, and then piss on you.
No, all you would have to say, you can piss on her and spit on her.
Yeah, right. If I told
Robbie,
you that...
keep yourself out of it.
If I told you that, Sal, you'd be there.
Howard, I got caught up in a phony phone call.
No, you
I
didn't.
screwed up.
Can I just add one more thing? Because Jason pointed this out to me. You know, Sal, as a general rule, you're almost always late for our Tuesday meeting.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I am not.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He is.
I am not.
I don't even think he was there at the last one.
Yeah, I sure was. I was absolutely there.
Yeah.
I've been to every single
The
meeting.
very last meeting we had, I was well into the meeting, and I go, and Sal, Richard, almost a replay of yesterday.
I dropped my pen, and Gary, you screamed at me like a lunatic in the hallway.
No. I had to come and get you.
I went to the bathroom, and I left my pen. I dropped my pen.
You have OCD? Is that what's going on?
I have a little bit of
So
that.
you have to be late to everything?
No, I'm never late to anything. I'm here early in the
If
morning.
you're
I'm
on
never...
time, will bad things happen? Because bad things have already happened to you. What are you worried
I have
about?
a little OCD stuff.
Yeah,
A
all
few
the
things.
magical thinking isn't working.
Well, then I'll change it. I'll change the magical
Yeah.
thinking. But
Yeah,
no, I
change
don't.
it to being on time.
I'm on time every
If you're on
morning
time,
on
good
this
things
show.
might happen.
I'm on time all the time. All the time I'm on time.
No, yesterday you weren't.
Yes, for that meeting, yes.
So how could you say you're on time all the time?
Not all the time, except for yesterday and the meeting before.
Weren't you late to work the other day, I got a report?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't late to work.
All right.
I was absolutely.
All right,
I haven't
thank
been.
you.
Like,
Thank you for...
Howard, can I ask that one
Hey, how much...
question?
Yeah.
Because, again, I'm getting the second hand thanks to my good buddy John Lieberman. Sal, God's honest, swear to life to your kids. Did you doze off during the Moldred meeting yesterday?
No, and why? And Ronnie looked at me and closed his eyes like I was. Absolutely not 100% swearing the life of my children. Would not do something like that.
You wouldn't be late. You wouldn't, but you did it.
I was late. I admitted I was late, Robin. I apologize about being late. I was in the middle of work and something
You're such
happened.
a con man.
How am I a con man? I was fucking working on something.
Con man.
I said I was sorry. How am I a con man?
Because
what am I
it's
doing?
bullshit. You could have worked on that any time.
I know I could have, but I was caught up in it, and I looked down, and I realized that it was 11:20. I fucked up.
By the way, the phone call's really good, though, at least.
Thank
that
you.
I'll give you.
Sal's never late.
Thank goodness.
But Sal was late the day you made the most important announcement since we've been at Sirius.
Oh, remember that?
Right, yeah.
Yes, that I was late for, and you guys pulled a good prank on me, so at least it turned into decent radio.
You want to hear when Sal called, as long as it's just causing so many problems, you want to hear when Sal called McDonald's in Libya?
Yeah, let's hear.
All right, well, first of all, I got to figure out what to do with Eric the actor and Javier.
I have a tiebreaker. I wrote a tiebreaker.
But Eric's already winning 1-0.
Right,
Okay.
we need 2 more questions now.
But-
I don't want 2 more. Is there a way to pay off both these fucking
I have
guys?
2 more questions, or I could give them both $100 and we can move on.
Just
No, wait, please, Sal, I'm trying to get out of your mess. What is that, Gary?
I have 2 more questions, or we could give them both $500 courtesy of Steven Singer.
Oh, I would love that.
And move on.
Oh, thank you.
Just read the plug in Friday and we'll move on.
Oh, thank you, Gary. Thank you. You hear that, Sal? Your fuck up.
I want you to rephrase my question because I disagree with you. What job on TV did Eric turn down because he thought it was too satanic?
Did he just change the word?
No, it's the same thing. So what's the answer?
Adult Swim.
Adult Swim isn't a
not
job.
a job.
It's a network.
I get the word job, perhaps.
Okay, look.
Hey.
Thank you. Well,
what job? The job would be the name of the show, which we don't know.
Or a show.
You could have said Eric had a meeting with a network.
Or a show on.
The word job is the
word job makes no sense.
That's the improper word.
There's no.
I have to double check the notes because I did copy and paste
all
that.
right, good. Copy and paste. And you can be sure he doesn't understand Muldred at all.
I certainly do.
No.
Now,
Yes, Eric.
what part of my explanation did you not understand? Adult Swim is on the Cartoon Network. It's not one.
Yeah, I know that, Eric.
particular
Okay, I
show.
got to get out of this.
He's yelling at Sal.
God.
I feel listeners.
We'll give you Sal's personal number.
Please don't.
Listen to me.
All right. Well,
Eric, Javier, I've got good news for you. You've both won $500 cash in a monumental waste of money.
I'm so sorry. This is my fault.
It is your fault. I'm blocking you from
We're
Twitter.
gonna block you.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. You've won $500 cash from Steven Singer Jewelers.
Thank you.
Visit IHateStevenSinger.com today. Thank you, Steven Singer, for bailing me out on this. I don't know what I'd do without you. Thank you, StevenSinger.com. Eric, I'm going to put you and Javier.
It's in the middle of a game. Don't make me go in there.
What is this?
No, they're sending me in here.
What is going on today?
Ronnie has something to say. Ronnie, put your headphones on and say what you're going to say.
Say what you're going to say.
No, he said he wasn't sleeping. I know he was, okay?
I swear to God, I was not.
I have a witness.
I saw
the
you.
security guy that was working with me.
I was.
We were laughing our ass off.
I was not sleeping. Are you out of your mind? I would not sleep.
You were sleeping.
I don't care. I'm not even arguing.
Dude, he was sitting there like this, making like he was awake, but his
You know
eyes
why?
were
Because
closed.
he's a big shot.
Big shot in my ass.
You better know how to fucking work that motor.
Howard, you know I didn't fall asleep. You know it. I would hope you would.
I don't know, Ronnie.
I looked at you constantly. I can even tell you where you were sitting.
Your head, remember?
That's crazy.
The idea that you know where I was sitting, it doesn't mean you didn't fall asleep.
I was observant of everything that was going on.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Sure.
I wish we had a pop quiz for him.
Ask me any. Howard knows Muldred. I know Muldred. Ask me anything
Ronnie
about
has
it.
a whole list of people that were falling asleep during the meeting.
Wow.
Well, then you should discuss it with them because I wasn't falling asleep. Yes, I came late. I'll admit that.
What job did Muldred turn down for being satanic? You idiot. I mean, really, I always think like you not being intelligent is a joke. It's not.
It is.
You don't know geography. You don't know anything.
Fuck geography. Where am I going? I'm not a pilot.
You don't know anything.
History.
Can I tell you one more?
Yeah.
Remember when Sal had melanoma on his ass?
Oh, this is amazing.
He had melanoma on his ass?
I heard this on the wrap-up show.
Thanks for remembering, Robin. It was only cancer.
Sal had a melanoma on his ass. Like, that's what's a pretty serious thing.
Yeah.
So, skin cancer. So they're talking to him yesterday. They're talking to him yesterday on the wrap-up show. And they're talking about skin cancer. And Sal, of course, tans because he doesn't understand that tanning is bad.
So what does he do
He doesn't understand that being in the sun is tanning.
Right. Because he goes, I don't go tanning. I'm just in the sun.
I don't go to tanning salons.
Okay, so then they say, well, what do you think causes cancer? He goes, my cancer was caused when my wife hit me with the paintball in my ass.
I'm taking this to the dollhouse.
Christine, you like this, don't you?
This is so funny. All right, ready? Am I good?
Yeah.
Okay. Lower?
Oh, my God.
It could have. There could have been carcinogens in that paint.
It didn't.
And it broke the skin, Robin.
Oh, it did break the skin.
Yes, it did.
Oh.
Oh, well, there's Sal being right. No, I'm not.
You're not being right.
Oh, yes.
Right.
And you know what?
Paint caused your cancer.
There could have been carcinogens.
Quickly.
And it's in the spot that my wife hit me twice, and I had a hole the size of a fucking golf ball in my ass with the paint in it. And it's in
No, come on.
And I don't tan my ass.
Who knows what you do?
That's what I was
You
asking.
went to tanning booths
as a
with
kid,
your clothes off.
Sometimes.
That's where you got your carcinoma.
It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah, okay.
Does he get completely...
tell you that?
I don't know who told me that. Somebody told me that.
What did your doctor say?
I don't know, but if you get a doctor on the phone...
Why wouldn't you know what your doctor said? The most important person, the guy who diagnosed your cancer, gave you a reason.
I'll tell you what my doctor said. He said it could be anything. It could have been the tanning beds, it could have been the sun, and it could have been something else.
It could have been from paintball?
It could have been. There could have been carcinogens in
Your
that paint.
doctor said that?
I believe he did. I mean, I wouldn't have remembered it if he didn't. You're an ass. Fuck you.
What about those mechanical cigarettes you smoke that have a big poison bottle on it?
Yes, that was from Australia, but I'm using something new now. I'm
Or the
using.
Propecia from India.
I stopped using the Propecia from
And
India.
now he's wearing a helmet with lights on it. What?
The helmet's out. His wife was unhappy about the helmet. She
No.
wants him to live.
No,
my
it's
God.
not that. You brought up a good point, Howard. You said stop it, and I thought about it.
Sal got a hold of this helmet where if you stick it on your head and they put lights on, the light makes your hair grow.
It's low laser light technology.
Oh, fucking idiot.
You can follow up on carcinogens and paintballs. That is, and even Robin agrees with that.
No, I didn't hear Robin agree with that.
Robin, she was a nurse, and she did.
It's way more likely that you sat in a tanning booth, tanning your asshole.
But did he get in the tanning booth naked?
Yes.
Once in a while. No, back in the day, I wore Fruit in the Looms.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
sure.
but it's the area. Yeah, I did expose it. Yes, the answer is yes.
The answer is that's where it came from.
All right.
My guess.
Oh,
I'm not a doctor, but I would say it's more from that than paintball.
I have a feel. Sal loves to, go around the internet, right?
Yeah.
So I have a feeling that the story I'm holding in my hands is what he saw.
No,
it's a guy got shot with paintball, and where he got shot in his cheek revealed that he had a cancerous mole there.
Right. That was actually lucky for him because
because he went to get it looked at.
Right. Okay. Look,
that's not me.
Look, Eric the actor, you've won $500 courtesy of Steven Singer Jewelers. And so has Javier. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com today. Okay, guys?
All right.
Okay, thank you. And
you're welcome.
In closing, I'll be at both the block parties this weekend, and I started a new job with TNA, making predictions on their show called TNA Today.
I can't even believe that happened, but okay.
In a couple weeks, that will start.
Very good. I would watch that. All right. Thank you, Eric. It's enough of Eric. All right. I'll put you on hold for your money. And Javier, where is he? Oh, that's Javier. Eric, I'm so
It's
upset.
an internet show.
All right. Hold on. And a happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Lashana Tova.
All right.
All right, so thank you for liking the Libya thing. I'll bail.
Yeah, all right, here it is. Here's Sal, and here's what he does best. Yeah, stand there and you take your bow. Now something good's going to happen. You don't have to leave.
Thank you for liking it. And
all right, here we go.
I'd like to go back to
Sal
work.
calls McDonald's in Libya. Idiot. You're leaving now?
No, I'm going to stay. The premise is based on...
Keep walking to the door.
Just stand there and let me... you'll get a bow here. People will praise you.
You're an idiot.
Sal calls McDonald's in Libya. This is why he missed the meeting. And, of course, you heard a Kentucky Fried Chicken was burned down in Libya.
Actually, it was in Lebanon.
Right. So Sal says, hey, do you guys have a McDonald's? He calls and he goes, are you guys going to burn down this place? All right, so here he goes.
Hello, McDonald's.
Yes.
Okay. You guys just burnt down the Kentucky Fried Chicken in Libya,
And I want to come down to eat at McDonald's. But before I do, I want to know, are you guys on fire?
No. Really, I don't know about the burning Kentucky Fried Chicken. I live in Benghazi, and I didn't know about the burning Kentucky Fried Chicken. I swear, I don't know.
What about burning of American flag? Have you burned American flag?
Yes, we burned the American flag because the movie about Rasul. Because we are very nervous about the movie who made those American movie about the Rasul.
Are the Jews to blame for this problem?
Yes, Jews are the devil.
What's that? Jews are the devil. Is that correct?
Yes.
So the Jews are to blame for this?
All the Jews in the world are devil.
All the Jews of the world are evil.
Evil.
Yes, evil.
What must we...
Evil. They didn't make anything for Libya.
Now,
Yes.
do you want America to stay and help Libya, or should America leave Libya?
No, help Libya.
If you want us to help Libya, why did you kill our ambassador?
I want to go right now. Okay, good.
Wait a minute. Are we safe to come to McDonald's and eat, or will you burn it down like Kentucky Fried Chicken?
No, we don't want to burn out any restaurant or any building in Libya.
Okay, so if we come to McDonald's as Americans, you will not burn it down?
No.
I am safe to eat at McDonald's?
Yes, you are safe and your family is safe.
How about the Jews?
Jews, no.
No Jews?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, have a good day, sir.
Well, have a good day. Okay,
Bye-bye.
Nice people.
I love that call for a lot of different reasons. First of all, why do you have an accent?
I wanted to make them feel comfortable.
Right. You're like the.
How are we supposed to know you're an American when you're doing an accent too?
You know.
Right, well, whatever it is, it worked because
interesting.
The best observation I can come up with real quick is that, no matter where you call in the world, no matter what's going on, there's always some woman in the background yapping away, telling you what to say. That's number one. Who the hell is that?
That's universal.
Yeah, that's universal.
I like how she was correcting him on devil and evil for the
Jews. Devil.
They're devil.
They're evil devils. Devils. Great word, devils. Jews are devils. Fantastic. Really, it's so mind blowing because you get a glimpse. Help us. But we're gonna
burn you and
we're gonna burn you and kill your ambassadors over a stupid fucking movie. They don't even understand the concept that this is a movie no one's ever gonna see unless they make a big deal about it.
They're nervous about that movie.
Yeah, I mean it's just a brilliant call.
And he says, "Come to McDonald's. We won't burn it down." But he has no reservations about telling me he's burning our flag. They
right?
Say,
no.
Oh, yes, we're burning your flag.
But we make sure it doesn't burn up the building.
Hey, what was that news report that someone over there burned a flag and the guy died? It was like he breathed in all the fumes. What was that? Did you read that?
Yeah, I didn't read that.
Yeah, some guy. Where was it that happened? Do you know?
It was at one of the anti-U.S. protests.
Yeah,
on Adult Swim.
No,
on Adult Swim.
I'm pretty sure it was in
Swim,
It was in the Middle East.
He's pretty sure it was somewhere over there.
And the guy.
Glad you knew that. I don't know why I'm bothering.
And some asshole took a breath of the smoke and died.
Okay, a Pakistan man, I think. Islamabad.
I took a breath of a flag and died.
His turban went on fire and he croaked.
What a fucking story. It's such
a Pakistan man has died from inhaling smoke from burning a U.S. flag during a protest against the anti-Islamic film on the innocence of Muslims. Abdullah Ismail died in Mayo Hospital in Lahore.
Yeah,
After having
Lahore.
complained of feeling unwell during an angry demonstration.
I want to thank the Surgeon General for not putting any danger signs on flags for when you smoke them. I think that's a good idea. And I can't believe Muslims are killing people over a movie, because if we did that, do you know how many people we would have to kill over bad movies?
Well, that's what I'm
Very
saying.
true.
The protests are because the movie is so bad.
I mean, that movie
Driving people
Jackie's in that we
crazy.
play it all the time. We'd have to have a riot over that.
Put him
one.
in an Iron Maiden. Oh, God. Jennifer
yeah.
Lopez would have been murdered 30 years ago.
I love, too, that, like, You know, the whole logic of burning down your own country because you're angry with the United States is just so fucking brilliant. I mean, that's like if I hated Jay Leno and I punched myself in the head over it.
Well, look at the woman who blew herself up.
Right, I'm gonna blow. I'm blowing myself up.
Yeah, that movie is making me blow myself up.
I'm blowing myself up over a movie. Don't kill yourself.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Well, Sal, what can I tell you? I mean,
well, thank you for
once again. Yeah, try to be on time to me.
I will. I apologize.
Yes, thank you.
I love busting his balls. Some guy on Twitter had the fucking balls to ask me, why do you like busting Sal's balls so much? I go, did you not listen to the show from 91 to 2006?
So good. Gary.
I mean, give me a fucking break.
Gary, you were under fire for a second there for this game that you assigned.
Well, Howard understands. Howard knows I was in with him during the break working on our show stuff, so he knew I had assigned the game to the guys.
There's 3 more.
Okay.
Which was beautifully parlayed into now Sal getting beat.
Well, we had talked about this earlier this morning. I said to Howard, I go, I don't understand why Sal had to go make a phone call at 11 o'clock. McDonald's going to be there all day.
It's a beautiful thing right now for you.
Again,
I can't hide that smile on your face.
Why would I fuck with Sal? Sal fucking used to call me at work all day long and bust my balls. It's good-natured. You know, I don't hate Sal. You know, if I hated Sal, I'd probably just ignore him.
But it's
I like fucking with him.
It's Stern Show karma right now.
Yeah, you know. I owe him a couple. You know, Sal 1 million, Gary 3. Okay.
Sal.
Yes, sir.
This was sprung upon you. I shot it happening. I mean, Gary came up to you. You had 2 or 3 minutes to come up with a game.
Yeah. Can we go check the internet where I copied and pasted it?
Yeah.
Because I just want to see if I copied it and pasted it properly. I could have screwed that up too. Let's take a look here. I just want to see.
So you got this right off of our website?
I got this off of Mark's Friggin, which is very, very factual. I mean, he runs a great site. Yeah. Well, let's see. Here's the quote. I should have said. He said he had 2 acting jobs and he never would have had, according to Johnny Frauder. Johnny said that Eric didn't take a job. That was the key word, with Adult Swim because he felt it was too satanic. So that was the quote that I pulled. He didn't take a job. And I said to Howard, what's the key word here that I screwed up? He says, job. So according, again, Johnny Frauder, Johnny Frauder's quote was, Eric didn't take a job with Adult Swim because he felt it was too satanic. So we had a scramble. We had 3 minutes. I was looking for facts. I thought that was a pretty good question. What did Eric turn down that was too satanic? What job? And it was Adult Swim. I don't know about the network, so if it's a specific television show, but I know that specifically was said, and that's the fact that I took.
Well, the problem, I think, why it's getting so convoluted is that Adult Swim is the title of a block of cartoons featured on the Cartoon Network late at night.
Right.
So there's a lot of layers to this, but all in all, it was sprung upon you, and you were forced to react and try to help Gary out, but then it got spun into an entirely different animal. I mean,
yeah,
everything you've done wrong in the last month has come into question, and then you're on your heels.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like you can't win in those situations? I mean, they're calling you a con artist, they're calling a con man.
That's a little heavy. Yeah, you can't win. No, you can't. You can't fight City Hall, and you can't fight the Howard Stern Show.
The house always wins.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, and this is some house. This is crazier than the White House in this place. And you have to take your lumps. That's how the show works. Look, Howard's running the show. We needed things. We had to scramble. We had to put it together. I took this quote. We needed a quick fact immediately. That's how it was quoted. That's how it was said. And unfortunately, it didn't relay properly, and I'm responsible for it. At the end of the day, no matter how you look at it, I'm the one who pulled the quote, even though it was to the T. It didn't translate right, and I have to take my lumps.
Does it bother you the fact that this one small error sort of negates all these things that you've done well over the years? I mean, it seems like they take one small error in a game that you scrambled to put together to help out Gary, your boss, and all of a sudden everything else is coming into question. Your lateness for meetings, everything else. I mean, although he liked your prank call, that's great and all, but
does it bother me?
Yeah. Does it sort of reignite your fire against Gary?
Nah.
I mean, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm at the point where I am completely desensitized to insults and to being badgered. I don't focus on that anymore. You know what I focus on? I just focus on my work, and I try to do the best that I could do. You're going to take your lumps, but if I focus on that, it's just going to interfere with my creative process. So I don't let it bother me. It's when I used to listen to the show, it was funny as hell when Howard would berate and beat up somebody over making a mistake. Like, you know, if you go back into time and you type in Gary Delabate and mistakes, there's a billion of them. But that's what made great radio. I'd rather just do everything right and avoid that aspect of the great radio, but that's the way it goes. I know I loved it. I hope at least in some odd way, if Howard yelled at me, it was entertaining in some capacity. So if I'm contributing in that way, so be it. I screwed up, take my lumps, let the audience, you know, piss on my parade. I get it. I'm a fan. I know how both sides work, and it's all good. So, but I try not to focus on it. I do focus on it. I would be lying if I said it didn't bother me. It does. But what am I going to do? Made a mistake. Go back to work and hope that something else does work. And that's the way it works. That's how any job works. And following that was a killer phone call. Howard was very pleased, and we cracked a few jokes, and we moved on.
How does it end? Does Howard view you as...
How does it end? You have a rope?
No.
Biting each other. Isn't that a lot worse than just a little pat on the ass?
I don't know. I'm not going to get into it.
We got to ask
it's not my fight for me and you, so I'm not going to
Scott,
get into it.
they're dogs. They don't know about patting on the ass.
Well, I'm just saying, if it's about pain, then yes, you just said it. They're dogs. So I think they can handle the little bit of pain that they're actually getting. I don't think they're getting any.
Why do you think they can handle it? Like, what gives you that idea?
Well, I'm just saying their threshold must be pretty high. Whenever the dog bites me, I want to just jump out a window. It hurts. So they're biting each other. That must be okay.
No, my point is that the dogs don't know any better. They don't think, well, if I hit you...
Exactly. So then why are you putting the human trait that it's cruel when I slap them on the ass?
Because you're a human. You're a human.
But they're not.
Thank you for pointing that out.
But Scott, you got to think about what you just said for a second. Do you think a dog feels pain?
Yeah, probably. But do
you think that they might feel pain when they might feel pain when they're bit? Also, do you think they might, if they could? Do you think they would avoid to be okay?
I mean, they keep going at it. They keep playing and going at it.
Do you really hold on a second? You know anything about? They don't bite down as hard as they can. That's how dogs play. They don't have hands.
What are you, a dog?
Yeah, I'm a dog. That's how I know what dogs are like, because that's the only way you can understand a dog.
You just came in like you're some dog expert. What the hell are you?
I own a dog. I watch them play.
Life. I've had dogs my whole life.
Dogs don't go and they bite each other as hard as they can, you idiot.
I'm telling you that when they bite, because I'll put my hand in there,
your dog
hurts.
bites you. If you put your hand up, then there's something wrong with your dog.
It's not. He's not you chomping down trying to draw blood, but in the midst, yeah, it hurts a lot.
Well, there's something wrong with your dog. Then I don't know what to tell you.
Idiot! What you? All right, I won't use words. What you guys?
You won't use words.
I won't use terms
to communicate telepathically over here.
Hold on,
Jason. So here it goes into the Jason piece of shit vortex.
What happened? Those are words. It sounds like.
Scott, finish your point. Finish your point.
God, I hate you.
I know, it makes me so happy.
Asshole. It's funny. So many people tell me when they hear you, they've got to just turn it off the radio.
It's funny because I hear that about you sometimes too. I hear about both. I hear about both.
But I don't.
So no one's listening now. So finish your point.
In your pink shirt, please continue.
Jason, let him talk.
You're 350 pounds, you fat whale.
Keep wearing your pink shirt.
Good.
Your point.
I forget what I was talking about.
All right, then let's
use your words. You were saying when a dog chomps down, it hurts your hand.
Yeah. So apparently they must have a threshold for pain. I don't think what I did is at all cruel. I don't sit there. My dog loves me. Sleeps on my... Oh, listen to that laugh. My dog sleeps on my bed every night. The dog loves when I come in at home. The dog loves me. Just because you guys have a different training method, don't say mine is cruel.
Let's take a step back here, Scott.
Ridiculous.
What did you say to the news that Howard got so pissed off about?
I was merely joking. Brian was going through the training of, how you put a dog in a crate. And he didn't know exactly how to do that. He put the wee-wee pad in there. And so I just said, as a joke, well, maybe you should just smack her on the ass. And that turned into Howard,
All right, so I got a question for you. Answer what Howard said today. How do you answer the allegation that a lot of your jokes are misinterpreted?
Well, you guys are dumb. I don't know. No, I have no idea.
No words, Scott. Come on, man.
I have no idea.
Because Howard says a lot of times
That's not my fault.
A lot of times when you say stuff and then people call you on it, you go, I was joking. And I guess a lot of people don't get the joke.
It is a comedy show here, isn't it? I don't know.
But we're not doing a comedy show.
Maybe I'm too good. Maybe I'm
Scott,
such a straight guy.
And I'm not saying I'm against your position. You say that slapping the ass is okay.
Yeah.
But then you're saying it's a joke when you said it.
Well, how I said it, I was joking. If you listen to it, I think it's pretty obvious that I was joking.
Brian Fallon, was he joking?
I think he was joking. Yeah, he tried to, add comedy into the conversation. But, yeah, a lot of people don't get his jokes, that's for sure.
So did you think Howard was pissed off at you this morning?
Yeah, he was yelling at me the other day. So he actually had Ronnie come in and yell at me, too. So I thought I was going to be in a lot of trouble. But then it turned and went on to Scott, which was great.
What do you mean he had Ronnie come in to yell at you?
Because he told me I didn't know what I was doing. Because I put the wee-wee pad in the crate, and you're not supposed to do that. That's where they sleep. And he goes, you don't know what you're doing. I got to get you a trainer, blah, blah, blah. I'll get you the number. And then he went outside and saw Ronnie. He's like, Ronnie, he doesn't know what he's doing. Go in there and yelling at him. Tell him what to do. So then Ronnie came in and started yelling at me like I didn't know what I was going, Like, I have 3 kids, and I had a dog before. I know how to train something, So I just took it
everyone's got their own way. I don't understand this.
I was expecting more, but, it
so
deflected to Scott.
So you just disagree with Howard's method.
Yeah, and Howard on the air this morning tried to say that I'm the know-it-all. Well, who the hell is he then? Right? If he's saying my method's wrong, why? I never said that his method was wrong. It's to each their own.
I would say he's a little bit more of a know-it-all, just in the sense that his wife spends a great deal of time with animals.
Okay, maybe recently, but I've had dogs my whole life. He didn't grow up with animals. I probably had 10 dogs.
Just because you've had them your whole life doesn't mean that everything you're doing with them is correct. It just means you've had them.
But there's a track record of success. I know how to get a dog to stop peeing in the house.
Well, that's but how do you get that reaction? How do you get to getting a dog?
Who cares?
But that's what I think Howard's talking about. You can train a dog by taking him outside, or every time he pees, you can hit him over the nose with a newspaper. You're going to get the same result, but different ways. Yeah, and one of them I think Howard would disagree with.
All right. To me, the dog is not hurt forever, and it's not barely even hurt at that moment.
Then why wouldn't you, every time your kid pees in a diaper, why would you hit him over the face with a paper?
Because my kid is a human, for one.
But
he's not a
hit
dog.
Their brothers.
And I'm trying to, and I was never shown that to be an effective method.
I think
I'm sure your kid has a threshold for pain.
I think there's a philosophy there. I think because I hear this with Will a lot too. Will grew up with a lot of animals, and his whole rap is, listen, I love dogs and stuff, but they're fucking dogs. And some people feel a different way about them, and I think there's a different philosophy there.
So do you think Howard's method's wrong or just different?
No, just different. I wouldn't have the patience to sit there and yell no for months until it finally worked.
It doesn't take much.
Jason,
I'm sure. All of the training methods that I was trying, it was like, oh, you've got 2 hours of homework each day. I'm just not going to do it.
Jason, did anything get lost in translation when Gary came in and sort of said what you had told him?
No,
in
fact, the guy, because I had watched the dog before Greg Cleva from Barkbusters came over, I had watched The Dog Whisperer. I still watch The Dog Whisperer. And The Dog Whisperer is a little bit hands-on. He doesn't hit the dog, but what he does is to simulate where the mom would nip the dog, like in the neck, to give him a little, he does a little poke in the neck, like, and touch them in the neck.
Back of the neck.
And it's not a hit
very
or anything.
There.
And I was talking to Greg about that, and I said, I was a little uneasy with that because I always heard you're not supposed to touch the dogs. And he said, no, I have a hand. He goes, I have no problem. It's not his method, and that he has a completely and utterly hands-off method of dealing with the dog. That was the opening line of our conversation about how to train a dog.
And there's nothing inaccurate there. All I'm saying is what he said to me, I described what I had done, and he said there's nothing wrong with that either. It's just not my method. So,
Were you surprised how Gary reacted to when you chimed in this morning?
Yeah, he got very angry when I just brought out some facts that Gary has an electric fence. And to me, an electric fence is a little more harsh than slapping on the ass. A lot more harsh.
My dog doesn't even wear an electric collar anymore.
Well, but he certainly had to at one point.
Yes, he did.
So
it's a pretty common.
That's cruel.
It's a common tactic, and
I guarantee you, my tactic is more common than your electric fence.
Well, Gary, why did they stop wearing? Why did they stop wearing?
Because he just knows now.
Yeah, but is it because would you do it again if you got a new dog? Would you?
I think I would. You know what? It's. I live in a neighborhood where there's a lot of cars that go by. Cool. I have a very, very active dog. You know what I mean? And I don't want him running into the street and getting run over by a car.
I'll tell you, too.
I think that's cool. An electric collar on Mary if she became a man?
Sure.
We just got new couches, and my wife didn't want the dog for once to be on the couch. And normally, Cookie the dog had always been on the couch. So suddenly we had to train her a new way. So she found these electric pads that give you a little shock. Dog did it once, hasn't been up there again.
Oh, so you shocked the dog too, and you're making fun of Gary?
I know exactly.
I'm just pointing out that he's a hypocrite.
Wait, how does that work? You get
he's a hypocrite. That's all
so
I'm
are
saying.
you then? If you're making fun of Gary for shocking his dog, and you do the same thing.
No, Scott is right, and you're wrong.
I could care less. I'd put an electric fence up too.
Wait, Scott, so these are electric pads that you put on the couch?
Put on the couch.
And
I got shocked by it twice.
So if the dog
doesn't want you on the couch either.
So if the dog jumps up on it, it shocks him and goes down. And you got shocked?
Yeah, I got shocked twice.
And your kids get shocked?
My kids got shocked. My one son had his hand. He was laying on it. It was turned off. And the other kid came over and turned it on.
Oh, my God.
And got him.
How strong of a shock is it?
Your kids treat each other like dogs.
Yeah. It's, it's, I don't know. It doesn't hurt that
Threshold for pain.
Rich in Carolina, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. You guys usually rip on Scott the Pace, but I usually defend him. But I think in this case he's very wrong. The main reason why I don't want to be beating your dog is just the same reason why my brother, when his dog does something wrong, he kicks him. He really does it aggressively. But guess what? His daughter shows. His daughter is now learning that it's okay to hit.
Sir, wouldn't you say that what you described? Wouldn't you say what you described is a little more than what I did? I merely slapped the dog on the ass like 4 or 5 times, not very hard. I never kicked her.
Well, we don't know. Hold on, we don't know that to be the case.
Well, I've described it.
That's what you tell us.
Are you telling me
I would like to see documentation.
Shit on the couch, you're not going to whack the hell out of it? Give me a break.
No, I'm not. I push it off. I push it off the couch.
You need it. You said you need it.
Me taking
No, that's the bunch of crap too.
You said it on the show. You said when a dog jumps up that you need it.
And I don't think you were kidding that day.
Yes, it was a joke. Someone said what you do is that was one method. The other one was to step on the back foot while you're holding the front.
You'll hear a dog yelp, and you'll hear about their threshold.
I got to say, me asking for documentation that I don't know. I don't know that you hit your dog any more than you don't know that Obama's birth certificate is real. In other words, I have to take your word at it.
Well, you took my word that I hit her in the first place.
I think you. But how do I know? If you admit to hitting your dog, how do I know what level you're really telling the truth about?
Well, then you might have shocked your dog 10 or 12 times.
Maybe I have.
Yeah, let me have documentation on it.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, we were talking to Ronnie about B the Tranny. And he said he thought she was sort of cute. We were wondering if Ronnie was a little smitten with B. He said he was just more fascinated by her. And then Mark Paul Gosselaar, you probably know him as Zach from Saved by the Bell, and Breckin Meyer, who was in the movie Clueless. They're friends of the show, big fans, and they stopped by and we chatted with them a little bit. Here's how it all went.
Ronnie's now here. We're talking about B, Ronnie, and you seem to have an interest in B today when you went in there.
I just wanted to see it up close because I saw it on the TV screen, and it was hard to tell what it looked like.
And how would you describe it?
Pretty scary looking, kind of. I don't know. It was like the only cool part was like you just stand her up and just bang her. You don't even have to move her. I mean, it's like it's straight on. Like a lot, you want to fuck a girl, you got to lift her leg, standing up, and you just stand there and just stick it in and go. It was kind of weird. It was kind of weird.
Is it the beginning of a movement to move regular women's vaginas up taller?
That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, future woman. That's how
you know what? But you know what? Okay, so after she came out of the studio, now, I mean, I've picked out. We've done contests and stuff like that, and I've picked out, who the tranny was and all that nonsense. But this guy, girl, whatever you want to call him, well, it's a girl because she's a female on a driver's license, so she's officially, I guess, a girl now. You looked at her hands and her arms and everything else, except for her feet. She had pretty eyes and everything, but her feet were horrible. I mean, they really looked like guys' feet. She had like curled toes and stuff, and it was really strange. But her hands, usually you could tell right away by the hands, she had real feminine-looking hands.
You really checked her out.
Yeah, I did. Now,
if you ran into her, we were saying before, if you ran into her in a club, do you think you would have been fooled?
Yeah, especially after a couple of shots of tequila, for sure.
And how far do you think things would go?
I don't know. I don't know.
Would you be standing up next to her by the end of the night? I mean, what do you think?
Would you be tweeting, I just fucked the perfect vagina?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Gary, you're right. He does seem a little smitten.
And I was kind of curious to find out when she blows her load, which I really don't believe she can. I really don't believe it for the life of me. I can't see how it works.
Well, that's my question. It is you can't lubricate because that they haven't figured out for the operation. So,
Right.
So when she comes, is it semen?
Well, what is it?
It sounds like
does she come?
She said there was a
goo. She said it was goo.
Liquid comes out, so it sounds like it was some
Yeah.
sort of ejaculate is still coming out.
Does this thing turn you on, Ronnie?
No, but I was real intrigued by her explanation of everything.
I think B's got a big fan over here.
By the way, I got to tell you
I thought she was pretty cool, actually.
I liked it. The weird thing for me was when B got here, I went to the green room to say hello, and B introduced me to her brother, who looked to be around the same age, and so it's over for me because there's me as a dude.
Right. Which one was her brother, the fat guy or the other one?
The other one.
Oh, okay.
How did that Sibian ride go, Gary?
It went fine. I put my beekeeper's mask on. Some people will see it on TV and think that I was, grossed out by her, which I really wasn't. But when she said she doesn't know how she comes or where she comes from, I don't
blame
put
you,
the
man.
mask on. I didn't know what was going to happen.
See, that's what I was afraid that if she came, it was going to shoot, like a guy.
I genuinely didn't know what was going to happen, and I wanted to be ready. Turn on the Sibian. For a second, I thought she might get into it, and then it was obvious. She says, "Yeah, this isn't going to work for me."
Yeah, because I see that's what did. As soon I was watching it when you turned it on, and it was like you could see there was no feeling at all there, and that's what kind of like makes me feel like I don't know if she even does blow a load. I don't know.
I want to say something too. I think that our television lighting crew might be a little homophobic.
Why is that?
Because every time a hot chick gets on the Sibian, as soon as Howard goes go, they dim the lights, and they didn't bother dimming the lights for her.
Gary, who's that over there?
Some friends of ours stopped by to say hello real quick. You guys want to say a quick hello? Mark Paul Gosselier and Brecken Meyer, who have a new show out. And the reason why I brought these guys in, because I know them for a while, but Mark's a big fan of the show, and hopefully sometime in the future will be appearing on Celebrity Superfan Roundtable. And Brecken, you were hanging out. You were hanging out with Howard at the party, right?
That was really fun. Yeah,
he got great things. He says you're a very good drummer.
I heard about that, and other than being in Mad Magazine, that was the highest praise I think I've ever gotten.
Now, Brecken, were you conscious of should I walk up to Howard? Should I leave him alone?
No,
what was
I
the
was
vibe?
with Ryan. I was with Philippi, who's a friend of the show, and I'm such a giant fan of you guys that I kind of knew the etiquette right off the bat. I was afraid to walk up to Howard. I was just standing back, and I was like, I'll just hang with Stamos and be wall candy. And then when we went, and then Todd Phillips who directed Road Trip and The Hangover, we all went over and talked to Howard for a second. I think I was still shaking. But
a lot of people at that party, huh?
It was star-studded.
I mean, and you live there, but that was a big party?
I mean, I don't live at Jimmy's,
No.
but I live in the area. Yeah, no, it was, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck and people with Oscars were there. Crazy.
What are you guys out here promoting, Mark? You guys got a show together?
Yeah, we got a new show June 1st on TNT called Franklin and Bash.
And what kind of show is it?
Legal drama with humor.
With humor?
A lot of humor. A lot of humor.
So on the show, are both you guys lawyers?
Yeah.
Now, did you guys know each other before you did the show?
We knew of each other. I mean, we grew up in the industry together, so it's, we've been in this thing for about 20 years now. So we knew of each other, but
did not know each other. Yes,
Mark,
now we have a chemistry.
You're a big listener of the show.
Huge listener.
Yeah,
we were listening this morning to Scott.
Can I say, I'm such a giant fan right now. When we came in, Mark Paul was pointing out everyone because I don't know anyone's face. I only know the voices. He literally goes, there's Benji, and I realized I started bouncing, and I go, is it really? And I really didn't. And John, it's funny, standing over there, I hear your voice in my car, not 24/7, except when my daughter's in there. And it's so funny to put a face to it. It's crazy.
And Ronnie, I walk in with the mustache and the sideburns. I didn't even recognize him. He didn't recognize me. Remember when you guys came to the set?
That's right.
Yeah.
I knew Mark Paul was a really big fan because when he was on NYPD Blue, I'd go down to the set from time to time. So I saw him there, and something happened that morning. We never met each other or anything. And he walked by me and he goes, "Hey, is Mary pissed at you for what happened this morning?" I'm like, "Holy shit, he really listens."
Yeah. What do you guys think of Robin's trip to Peru? Any insight on that?
Ayahuasca, what is it? I can't even say it. Ayahuasca.
Did Fred do a cover of Cocaine at his gig? Did she show up? I missed that. She didn't?
No.
Oh, man, I would have loved to have heard that.
Well, you're going to be hearing her sing Cocaine quite a bit on the show over the next few
I want to
weeks
hear
and
Fred
months.
do the cover of that,
We've been getting a lot of songs, and
Yeah.
I have 5 more songs that came in late in the show that are all cocaine related.
We're going to do Franklin and Bash in Peru as an homage to Robin.
Now, other than Howard, of course, who's the one person you'd be like, wow, you'd love to sort of meet and sit down and talk to? Who are you the biggest fan of all the characters on the show? You don't have to say Gary because he's sitting there.
I'm
It
a
could be
giant
anybody.
Fred fan.
I'm a huge Fred fan.
I was looking forward to just literally seeing how it works.
He sat in last week, though, didn't he? Fred?
Yeah, Fred came by. You guys going to be here for a while?
We'll be here for a
Because
minute.
after we're done with the wrap-up show, I'll take you and I'll show
right.
you Fred's setup. It's mind blowing.
I would love to go behind the curtain of Oz.
But when
I'm
you see
happy
Fred's
to.
setup and you see how it works, you'll be blown away.
I know. You know who I know is Scott Eisinger. We have kids in the same class, so he was
great.
saying hello to everybody.
Excellent.
And Brecken, you hung with JD, right? With Ryan?
No, every time Ryan hung out with JD, I was out of town.
Oh, really?
Yeah. For some reason, every time I missed it. It was like Haley's Comet.
Well, you're going to see JD in a little while.
JD probably thinks he's avoiding him. You
And
know
yeah,
that.
I say JD's a lot like Haley's Comet. That's right.
Well, guys, promote the show again before you leave because I know you got to do other shows.
Franklin and Bash on June 1st, Wednesday, yeah?
Yeah, Wednesday, 9 o'clock.
There you go.
All
you
right.
can see the guy from Saved by
Thanks,
the Bell,
guys.
the guy from
Thanks for
Cougars.
coming by, guys.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Wednesday's wrap-up show revolved around Miss Howard TV. Not how great she looked or how she was on the show, but rather, what's Mike Ganji doing up here? Does Ganji only show up when the hot chicks are there? And does he take all the plum assignments from Howard TV, which could upset other people? Well, Ganji had his opinion, everyone else had their opinion, and here's how that conversation went.
Yeah, Ganji, are you here only because Miss Howard TV is here?
No, I'm here because we have a Miss Howard. Yes. So in a general sense, yes, we have a Miss Howard TV shoot here this afternoon, which I'm involved in. So it's natural for me to come in early in the morning to see her segment and be here for that. Yes.
I will tell you this. Ganji also was saying that one of the reasons he came in today, partially for that, partially because he needed a favor from me. And in all fairness to Ganji, it was the lamest favor ever.
No, I know.
He
but
needed 2 autographed pictures. He could have easily emailed me, and I would have had them to you.
Yeah, but it's also better for me to get the pictures. There's a whole procedure
They're right
to get
in my
pictures
drawer.
around here.
People email me day and night for
Well,
pictures.
I don't know that. Every time I've ever done it, I get the pictures. I bring it to you with the name on it. So that's the way. That's the way it's handled.
Is it for the Miss Howard TV to get in her pants?
Gary, now why don't those requests come up when Be the Tranny is up here or a different type of guest?
Look, if I needed to come up here for Be the Tranny, I would have been here for Be the Tranny. I was here for Buck Angel.
No,
Listen,
we're not
so-
saying if you need to be here, you need to
5
be
years
here.
ago.
It just seems to be that you are voluntarily here for these days.
Well, because again, the shoot's right after the show.
Are you in charge of the shoot?
No. Well, Chris is producing the shoot, so we need a second camera. So I shoot second camera for him, and then I leave. So I'm just here to make sure it starts all right.
I'll play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
What other segments outside of Miss Howard TV do you shoot second camera for?
A lot of stuff. This weekend, I'll have a camera.
Where?
Ronnie and Shirley's block party in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Well, the last couple.
Where I could go way deep on this.
But that's not
where you're going to hang out with Ronnie. Will be fun, and
No,
you
but
hope
I'm
to meet chicks.
going to be working, so it's not fun for me. It's work for me.
Are you saying
if I was hanging out, then it's fun?
Are you saying Ganji doesn't take the tough assignments?
I'm saying I don't think you see Ganji shooting second camera at the Be the Tranny documentary.
I can tell you I don't remember Ganji being at either of the craptaculars. I know that.
I gotta tell you that if we can get a couple of the Howard TV guys, the lower level guys, and maybe black out their faces and voices because they're all scared of getting fired, you'll hear some good opinions about Ganji.
So, Jason, what have you heard? Tell me one thing you heard, and I can tell you exactly why.
I've heard one of the raps I've heard about you is that you always act busy and tell people how busy you are, but you're not actually busy. That seems to be one of the.
See that? Oh my God! If that person whoever said that should be fired because they're probably not busy.
You should be too busy to fire them.
I heard Ganji worries about the pizza that's missing.
We heard about the grandma's pizza.
Right. You've outed someone, and I will find out, and maybe they'll be fired.
I haven't outed anybody. What are you talking about?
Someone said that, so
Yeah,
it's very easy to find out.
It was Doug Goodstein.
So what else?
I've also heard that you definitely take all the plum assignments and don't give the good assignments to the other people. And it's,
everybody has
I know you have
every
seniority,
assignment.
but
everybody has every. Look, what's better than the behind the scenes stuff right now?
Well, then why don't you shoot it?
Well, because I don't take all the plum assignments. Duh, that's exactly.
You really think hanging out in our office till 2:00 in the afternoon is a plum assignment?
Well, it
I don't
seems
even
to
want to
be.
be here.
So tell me the other plumber. What are the plumber assignments?
Well, it's all the strip clubs that you fly to.
Again, that nobody wants to go to because it's on a weekend and nobody wants to take their time.
So you've given this rap on. This is a perfect example.
Right.
You've given this rap on the air. My IM blows up. F you. Nobody else wanted to take it. I asked Angie 17 times to go to that.
We have a coordinating producer named Sean Gordon. He asks everybody all the time, and everybody's like, oh, is it at night? Oh, do I get paid overtime? Oh, do I get a day off for going? Oh, so I'm the only one that says, like, look, if everybody doesn't want to go, if you have no other resort, I'll go. I don't care.
That's not how
But
some people see it.
That's the reality of it.
Listen, maybe people are just trying to rile me up to get it going, but that's what people IM me.
That's the reality of it. And I guarantee Sean would get on the phone and back me up in a heartbeat. That he
Just
goes to
in
everybody
Gandy's
on the
defense,
staff
I've heard him say, "Does anyone want to go?"
All right.
Okay, I'll go.
Wait, settle down, guys. Now, Mike, do you see why people may have this perception? Because when the Miss Howard TVs are here, you're here. When you hear about a trip to Vegas or anything involving, the strippers or the girls, you're there.
Again, I don't volunteer for them. Sean goes around, we're like, all right, who will go? And Sean will ask people if they're willing to go, and a lot of times they say no. Ronnie and Richie, when they went to Steven Singer to get the ring, right? So we asked a bunch of people. If everybody said no, I said I would go.
You to get what ring?
We shot Richie and Ronnie on the road trip to getting Richie's engagement ring.
Which, by the way, where are you going to show that?
Well, I don't know. We
By the way, according to both,
might need it.
According to both the other guys, it was a giant party. They're drinking,
but
there were
again,
girls.
I don't know that. I didn't know that
Did you go when Richard went to get his ring?
No, because if Richard told us, we would have.
Oh, I thought.
That's the problem.
Richie had a beer.
Right,
Yeah.
they give you all right.
Yeah.
Give you beer and wine and cookies. And
But the point is, if Richard had told us, we would have.
Really?
We
Beautiful
didn't know.
girls.
So I mean, what are you going to do? But
all right, John, wrestle control.
It is like a strip
Too
club.
many voices here. Let's go to the phones. We'll talk to Billy in Arizona. Billy, what do you have to say about this?
I believe Ganji's just full of it.
Based on what?
Straight up and honest. I mean, if there's a beautiful girl in there, yeah, I'm jealous. I'd like to come in there. But just be straight up and honest with everybody, Ganji. When a good-looking woman comes in, you want to come down there. It ain't no big deal.
Look, if it was somebody I was interested in, I'd absolutely say yeah. But the Miss Howard TV, I'm not interested in.
See, and Billy's touching it. Thanks for calling, Billy. He's touching upon Gary's issue, what Gary said in the beginning of the show, which was, if you came clean and just said, hot chicks up here, I want to be here, then that's
Dude,
that.
Sometimes
I would understand that.
Sometimes there is that situation. Sometimes I just think of it as work. It's not. I swear to God,
So it's
I'm
the
not
same
thinking-
situation. You just think of it in different ways at times.
Yeah, like look, has there been hot chicks up here? Like if a Jenna is up here one day or something like that? Absolutely. But if other situations, I just think of it as work. Again, when BB was up here, I came up because Richie was doing the Daily Show, so he couldn't come up. And again, I wasn't thinking of it as a hot chick. I was just thinking of it as some porn girl who's going to ride the Sibian.
A lot of the contests we do up here, I'm in charge of going through the entries, right? And I'll go through them whether it's the worst penis injury or the hottest chick with the hottest daughter. But I would be so pissed if whenever there was a hottest chick, hottest daughter contest, if you came to me and you said, no, I'll handle this one. Right.
But again, I don't do that. But I don't do that. That's not the way it goes down.
But then, so the only two people that could handle Miss Howard TV are the two most senior producers at Howard TV?
Again, right now, Chris produces the shoots. So he's in there producing the shoot.
But when you used to produce the shoot,
right,
you did the interview and you did the. So why doesn't Chris do everything?
But the problem, it's a long story, but it switched from a lot of people. It switched. Isaac used to produce them for a long time, and Isaac did the whole thing. So when Isaac left, I took it over because we didn't really have a person to put in that slot that can be there all the time, and it would be just like 1 month somebody could be able to do it. Next month you'd have to train somebody else to do it. The next month, you know what I mean? So it was I had consistency.
Right.
I was always here. You know what I mean? So it was like that for a long time, and that's just the way it was.
But now Chris took over, and how come he didn't take over full duties? I guess
He does, in a sense that he tries to find the girls. He books them. We just do an interview because again, I don't know. I mean, we want to see who's going on our air. Like, look, at the end of the day, we're in charge of Howard TV, so I want to see who's going on it. I absolutely do.
If they're a girl.
Well, think of the
but
bomb
if we were
shows.
doing, look, we were involved when we hired Sid to host something, when we hired Jim Florentine to host something, all those other things. We were involved in the same exact level.
All right, Steve, we got to take a break. Let's let Ganji get his...
John Hine and the Bonus Show. We were involved in the same exact level.
No, I didn't talk to you. Rachel talked to you guys. I talked to somebody else who I never met before.
morning, Jimmy.
Hey now, what's up?
Welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
How are you this morning?
It's good. You don't have enough of these shots of me walking down the hall while you're walking backwards?
No, just constant B-roll. That's all we want.
Great.
So what brings you back east?
I'm here for the ABC Upfront, as I come every year. It's an advertiser ass-kiss fest.
Right up your alley.
Yeah.
You love that stuff.
I love it.
Well, welcome
Good
back,
times.
sir.
Thank you.
Hey, Jimmy, what's up, man? Good to see you. The iPad 2?
Nice.
Yeah, you don't have this?
I have the iPad 1. I don't use it.
Gadget Gary should have that.
You know what? I only use it when I travel.
I have it because of Howard, who insisted that I get it, and I really felt I didn't need it, and he turned out.
Do you need it?
No. I the old one's fine.
Right. That's exactly what I think. That's it's so funny you say that. I'll get the new one. If somebody gave it to me, I'd love to have it. But
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to go pay $800 for another one.
Yeah.
All right, let me put up a note. Let them know that you're here.
Okay.
You're good till 8:15ish.
Yeah, exactly.
Ted Nugent's coming in at 8.
Yeah, Cleto ran into him on the street yesterday.
Oh, is that right? Let me put up a note. Let them know you're here.
Hey, Jimmy Kimmel's here. I should bring him in. He's only here till 8 o'clock, but you know, like when Jimmy hangs out on the show.
Absolutely. It's up front week, huh?
Yeah, he's in town for the upfronts. That's where the networks get together with their advertisers.
And
hey,
they
Jimmy.
bring in Jimmy, who's getting thinner and thinner.
Skinny Jimmy.
I saw him on his show the other night. I was like, look at Jimmy.
Jimmy walks around with his iPad.
Oh, look at
Hey,
him.
now.
He's so corporate, so...
I wanted to show you that I got it because you convinced me to get it.
What, iPad 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's excellent, right?
And I did get it. And here it is. It's great, but I would have been fine with the iPad 1.
iPad 2 is much lighter.
It is lighter.
iPad 2 does have that video conferencing, which I like. Even though
iPad 1 doesn't have that?
No.
No.
And
the only time I've ever used that, though, is with you.
Yeah, right. And,
comes in handy.
Well, hey, but look at that. You had contact with me.
I know. It was weird, though, because once you came on the screen, I couldn't help but start masturbating.
I knew you were doing that. I couldn't see his arms. iPad 2 also, let me see your cover.
Oh, yeah, I have the cover that
I got
you
rid of that.
open it and it magically. You did.
I got a nice case cover because I don't like
you
the
can
back.
get rid of that?
I don't want the back getting scratched.
Oh, the back being exposed. Yeah, because the reason I got this cover is because of you also.
Yeah,
now you've
well,
disposed of it.
I switched.
You've led me astray again.
Tell people why you're in town this week. And
okay.
All right. You're in town for something called the Upfronts, but explain what they are.
There's a very confusing event that goes on in television every year. All the advertisers gather, and then the networks tell the advertisers about the new shows that they have coming up.
Right.
And they're very excited about the new shows, and they show clips of them, and everybody sits there enthralled, and then theoretically people buy time on these shows. They buy ad time.
Right.
And then we cancel all of those shows in the next 12 months. Every one of them gets canceled.
I always thought it was weird because it's the only business where it's called Upfronts, where an advertiser commits money to a TV show that he really doesn't even know how people are going to do.
based on a little clip or something.
But it's not a gamble at all, because if the TV show doesn't deliver that minimum rating that they've been promised, then they give them commercials in other TV shows. So we're like the stupidest bookies in the world.
Right, but
you're going to win no matter what.
Yeah, if the Jets don't cover, we'll give you a few extra points until they do.
That's right. So you're going to go, but you're hired because you're the Johnny Carson, so to speak, of ABC. You're their one late night
Sadly,
guy.
yes.
You know, but you're the late night guy for ABC, and it seems to be
Who
the
did
job.
they have before Jimmy? Nobody.
No, and they probably tried out like Howard Cosell or somebody.
No, Bill Maher was on in my spot. Politically incorrect.
Oh, that makes sense. Now, I saw you prepare for last year's Upfront.
Yes.
And you asked me to listen to the jokes and
that was a great experience
and evaluate them. I thought they were good. I mean, I liked them. It was
you and Ashton Kutcher.
It was weird. A weird group. It was me, Ashton Kutcher, Beth, and who else was listening? Maybe
Demi
Moore.
Yeah.
All right. And Jimmy performing these jokes.
That's a tough crowd.
Yeah. Now, I was very encouraging. I thought the jokes were very good.
What did Demi and Ashton
Demi
do?
thought the jokes were good. Ashton was like, that sucks. That blows. That's a piece of shit.
Well, this year he's going to be in the monologue.
There you go.
His constant criticism of every joke I found not funny after a while. I felt for you. And then finally, Jimmy just shut up.
I was like, all right, forget it. I'm
You
not.
gave up?
Fuck this. I'm not. This is not helpful.
Have you gone through all your jokes? Have you?
Not yet. Not with people yet.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've read through them.
Yeah.
And now the preparation is kind of done, and now you're going to read them in front of a group like myself and Ashton.
Who will you get
Well,
this time?
not such a high-profile group. I like to read it in front of some of the sales guys because some of them are inside TV jokes,
right?
Just to get a sense of what they think is funny.
That's where you try this out. You can't go to a club and try this out.
No.
Right. You're not like Jay Leno where you go to a club.
The Hermosa Beach Comedy Club on Sunday night.
And take a
running
fee for
through
it.
700 jokes.
You know what? Just for a second, I have to say that Jay Leno gets more obnoxious as the days go on.
What did he do to you? Did he put ayahuasca in your...
No. He didn't do
in your
anything
enema?
to me. But one morning I'm watching, I get up and watch TMZ sometimes before work. And they found him out in a steam-powered car.
Yeah, he drives around in that thing a lot.
Ridiculous.
That's why his clothes are always so perfectly ironed.
It's a weird affect. If you kind of want to go around anonymously, you would drive a regular car.
With sides and glass and a whole bunch of
You
stuff.
should see these cars he drives around. And by the way, Corolla goes out there and drives around in these cars with him.
Yeah.
It's as if he's in a parade. He's the only person in a parade.
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't... I would think Jay Leno gets enough attention all week for having an hour on television.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong. I'm absolutely wrong. Isn't it shocking to you and to me that here's a guy who gets all this attention? You would think he'd want to sit back.
Yeah, he's like driving around waving at people.
Yeah, he puts himself in as Jimmy said, a parade. A parade of one. What is that?
I don't know what's going on there. I think he's so proud of those cars. He gets just so excited. Like a child, he wants to go out in the street and show everyone his new bicycle.
There was a period of time where you were like a regular guest on Jay, of course, because you were...
Well, not really. I was on once.
You were on once.
Yeah.
But and then you went on the second time and quote unquote burned him.
Right.
You don't hear from him anymore, right?
No, I've not heard from him.
He considers you an enemy.
He'd probably try to run me over with that steam car if he got the opportunity.
He's mad at you.
I think so. I don't think he would cop to that. I don't think mad enters Jay's. Yeah, it's an emotion that he rejects.
Did you read the Bill Carter book? I mean,
I did. Yeah,
you did. I felt that you were portrayed in a very, very good light.
Yes, I think so too.
Yeah, I got the feeling you spoke to Bill Carter.
I did,
to help him with his book. You did. You admit to that.
Yeah.
And Jay came off like a horse's ass in the book.
I didn't think he came off that badly in the book.
Pretty bad.
I was hoping it would be worse.
Yeah, good book, right?
Yeah, very good book.
Yeah, I love all that late night war stuff. Do you ever pinch yourself and say, I can't believe I'm part of the late night wars?
It is one of the strangest things. It really is one of the strangest. I mean, one of the weirdest things is to flip through the channels at that time and flip past yourself, standing like they do in front of a background like they have.
Yeah, but you didn't. When you first started the Jimmy Kimmel Show, you didn't anticipate looking like them. You wore the T-shirt under your jacket. You didn't do a stand-up at first.
I'd always have a single ball poking through my fly.
No, but you would never expect it. You wanted to do it in a different sort of format.
Yeah, it's always stupid. That's what you always
trying to
do
change
something
the
different.
format. Yeah,
people don't want to see different. They want to see.
Well, that's true. Like even Merv Griffin. I go back to his day. He always came out. He did a little song. He did something to bond with the audience one-on-one.
Right.
Jack Parr did it. I don't know what Dick Cavett did, but that show was a fucking train wreck.
He did a monologue.
Did he do a monologue? Yeah, it was very.
It's
highbrow.
like the law. You have to do a monologue. That's what people tune out after the monologue for the most part. I mean, you lose a lot of people when the monologue's over.
So you tried to do it without a monologue. Well, you did it behind a desk, but
I did more like what Regis does, that type of thing, where I come out and BS about. Like the first show I did, I had no plan. Like I had a couple of tape bits that I was going to roll, but they were 20 seconds long, and I went out and really just kind of talked about what had happened. And I remember afterwards we thought, oh, that went really well. That was really great. And I had recently looked back on our first show, and I hadn't since then. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen. Like if some other guy was starting a late night show and I saw that, I'd be like, oh, boy, man. Tough night for Jimmy, huh? That is not going to work.
The only thing I remember about your first show is that the plan was to allow the audience to drink.
Yes.
To have a bar.
Yeah.
And the ABC did away with that in 2 seconds because people were like vomiting, right?
Someone vomited during that. That's never happened since, but somebody did vomit during the first show.
Well, it hasn't happened since because you stopped the bar. They
guess
said
so,
it's a liability, right? That's what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone legally drank themselves into a coma,
ABC might be liable.
That's right.
That's what I was hoping for. Yeah. To bring the network down.
So the drinking stopped, but the guests are allowed to drink.
The guests are allowed to drink, yeah.
Right. You have a whole bar set up back there.
Yeah, right. We have a whole deal.
Will you ever incorporate the bar setup you have backstage into the on-air show? Now, by that I mean I've been backstage at your show, and it is packed with celebrities.
Only when you're there.
No, it's packed with celebrities. They drink.
Yeah.
They mingle with the public. It is a wild scene. In a way, what about a spin-off of a reality show just called Jimmy's Bar? And really, people would love to see what goes on back there, or incorporate it into the end of the show for a minute, roll some tape from there. Or would that ruin the fun?
I think that would probably change the vibe back there. I think it would suddenly become, you'd have to have another show then following the show behind that show.
I see. So is there anyone who shows up too often at the celebrity bar back there that has to be turned away?
Andy Dick used to. Andy Dick had to be removed from the bar
because it was free booze and celebrities.
Why would Andy be showing up all the time?
Andy did show up, I don't know, about maybe 6 months ago and had to be thrown out, which is it's a bummer for me. And I was like, he comes on the show sometimes. He's always funny when he comes on, but then you have to, your security guys are throwing him out.
Yeah.
Right, you can't have him there driving everyone crazy.
Some days he's welcome and some days he's not. Right. So Andy kind of lived at the bar for a while.
Well,
backstage.
I wouldn't say he lived there, but yeah, he'd come by and visit. There'd be certain people he'd be interested in coming to say hello to.
So he would make it like a regular thing. Like he'd show up
let's go over to Jimmy.
I don't know what time Jimmy's Bar opens up, but let's say 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, he'd somehow make it there.
Yeah, well, not quite that early, but yeah, he'd come and oftentimes be escorted from the premises.
Did you have to personally say something to him about it?
No, I hide upstairs. I have to stay away from him.
Do they tell you? Andy Dick's
afterwards?
Down there
they told me the whole story.
Has anyone ever tried to get in and couldn't and called you personally and said, "Listen, Jimmy, I really would love to be hanging out at your bar scene back there, and they won't let me in"?
No, I don't think so. No,
there's got to be.
I don't think so.
Somebody.
No, really, I'm trying to think. I would tell you if there was, but I don't know. We let everyone in until they do something bad. And then we'll let them in again until they do something bad.
But who decides who can get into that bar? In other words, what is the process? In other words, if I'm a guy who appeared on a sitcom and I was only on for 3 weeks.
If you've been on our show, in general, you'd be welcome to come back.
You can yeah. Does someone become loserish if they show up too often? In other words,
sure.
It would be a big deal, maybe if I showed up to the bar one time. But then if I started showing up every week, then you guys would start to really think I was odd,
well,
right?
You could, because there have to be better things to do than that.
You're not so special
and people
anymore.
forget, we're trying to work.
Now, one of the things I haven't been able to speak to you about, because you haven't been here in a long time, is the Baba Booey.
Oh, yes. The Baba Booey.
Are you two speaking
I also want to
again?
talk about Fred, who's behind me right now, too, because I just feel like just so much damage has been done, and I think it's Greg Fitzsimmons' fault also.
What's going on with you and Fred? I'm not aware of that.
I'm aware of.
Oh, stop it, Fred. Every once in a while, you have to understand, I listen to the show, I listen to each show at least 3 times, so I know, I know every second of everything that's happened, and every once in a while, Fred will burst out with oh, yeah, well, according to Jimmy Kimmel, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's like...
Well, you happen to be right.
You happen to know.
I'm not right,
You made
of course.
one of the most brilliant observations about Fred's role on the show.
I did not.
Yes, you did. You said...
That was an observation about you and Robin, not about Fred.
That's true.
You will accept anything Fred says.
You're right.
He is the worldwide web. Fred.
You're right.
You're right.
You're right.
Every time Fred says it, it ends the discussion. Fred must know. And you're right. Fred doesn't always know. Why do I allow that? Fred, while he has a lot of information, he's wrong sometimes.
We're all human. We all sometimes
But we didn't know Fred was human.
Right.
Right. All right. Well.
Fred, you didn't like Jimmy saying that.
See, Jimmy opened up your eyes.
Yeah, but Fred, Jimmy, exactly. You didn't like Jimmy saying that because it sort of made us aware that we were in a pattern with you.
Actually, it probably wasn't even Jimmy so much. It was probably your reaction to it more so than his.
Yeah, but then I feel bad when I hear that Fred there's some wounding there because I did not intend that. That is not at all what I intended.
He is wounded because he doesn't speak positively about you all the time.
I know. Whereas I feel like we should have a positive bond. I mean, probably not everyone greets
Jimmy's
you when
my
they come
Aston
in.
Kutcher.
Right. Now, what is wrong with me that...
a lot of stuff. Let's go through it.
How was I at your party that you recently threw for me?
I thought you were great at the party, right?
Was I not socializing? Was I...
I thought you were socializing.
I was socializing. I had a great time. You invited many, many celebrities.
That's right.
And you have informed me that at this party you threw for me, Ben Affleck and his beautiful wife, Jennifer Garner, were there.
Yeah.
You say he was standing right next to me for a period of time during the night.
It's a weird thing. Let me
I
tell
didn't
you,
notice him.
There's a number of people that never spoke to you, that came to the party because of you. They didn't come because of me.
Right.
That didn't speak to you.
I feel Ben Affleck and his wife came to the party because of you.
Well,
because
I mean,
why
know
wouldn't
them.
the guy say hello to me?
Because it's not, believe me, they wanted to say hello to you. That's why they came to the party.
Right.
But I think that it was hard because, well,
why?
Because people were talking to you, and you don't want to, especially when you're a celebrity, you don't want to have to kind of stand and stick your head in the middle of a conversation, you know?
Right.
So I think that people were trying to be respectful, and eventually time ran out.
But why didn't you walk up to me and go, "Hey, Howard"?
Because I didn't know till afterwards. I had no idea.
How did you find out?
Plus, I was out of my mind.
He was out of his mind.
Yeah. I mean, really. I was on ayahuasca.
I think so.
It's not a drug, though.
It's not.
It's a ceremony.
It's a tea.
I don't watch you during the party that
What
much.
is he up to?
Well,
that's
funny.
I'm glad you don't watch me.
I don't watch Jimmy that much during the party, but at one point, Jimmy had set up this time, instead of his band room, he set it up to be karaoke.
Right.
And from what I understand from his girlfriend, Molly, Jimmy had spent days testing this karaoke over and over.
I took the day off work
again.
on Friday so I could get it fixed.
Sound checks, everything.
Like literally, like making sure it worked. But of course, he checks it in an empty room.
Yeah.
Right.
So the night of the party comes, we've got 500 guys in there, all ready to sing. You can't hear a fucking thing. The music you can't hear. You can't hear.
Why is that? Does he just have the little karaoke system? He doesn't have it.
No.
PA?
He should have hired a karaoke guy.
Yeah, but I don't want a guy there.
I understand. But anyway.
Yeah.
So people were singing to themselves?
You couldn't hear anyone like the beautiful Dax's girlfriend,
Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell. She evidently can sing, for real. And I'm sitting next to her, and I hear she's ready to sing. And I hear when she's singing, she's good. I'm the only one who can hear her. No one can hear.
That's all that mattered.
Yeah, but come on. No one can hear.
It's
So
your
I look
party.
over,
I want to make sure only you can hear.
So I look over.
Everybody's singing to you.
And I guess Jimmy was tired by that time of the night.
Oh.
Because he looked a little out of it. And I see
he
him.
didn't care anymore.
I see out of the corner of my eye, Jimmy is just staring. Now he's just staring. Now it's going on 20 minutes. He's staring at this equipment.
Is he blinking? Or
as if he stares at it long enough, he'll piss it off and it'll start working. He's staring at it like in disbelief. Like literally, this is what I see. He's like this. Jimmy's just staring at this equipment, and I go, "Oh, this poor fucking guy." I know
tried
that feeling.
so hard. Yes.
When I have people in my home, if something doesn't work, I get fucking crazy.
Absolutely.
But he's so pickled that he doesn't.
There's nothing he can do. He's just staring.
He's just staring at it. He's
I was planning to kill it.
So then, he was going to kill it. Then about 20 minutes later, because it's horrible, all you hear is feedback, and people are wincing, people are leaving.
Oh.
It wasn't that bad.
Like Gary Shandling almost came into the room, and then I saw him leave because it was so loud and it wasn't working, and the people were leaving. It was a bummer.
Yeah.
So then Jimmy finally crouches down. Now he's staring at it, but he's crouching down. He's closer to the equipment. And then he starts to fiddle with some knobs. And I know he doesn't know what he's doing.
Right.
And I was going to go over and help him. And I go, I'm not going to be a help. It's fucked. We're done. It's finished. It was over.
Well, there was one guy who was kind of a ringer that Stamos brought in, who was a really good singer and keyboard player, which I felt kind of ruined the vibe a little bit because
really?
Was that? I didn't realize that's what he had done.
Part of the fun to me is that no one knows how to play their instruments.
Right.
And when one person really knows how to play it's like playing
stupid.
basketball with Shaq all of a sudden.
Right.
It's no fun.
Everybody just keeps passing to Shaq.
Yeah, exactly. And and then so I was trying to keep him a little lower than everybody else. And
is that what you were doing in the corner?
Yeah, that was one of my things.
Jimmy, I don't know I don't think Jimmy knows what he was doing in the corner, but I felt bad. His whole party, he's staring at this piece of equipment. He's staring it down over and over again.
I have a complicated relationship with my AV system. Yeah.
That's another weird thing with your party, Stamos. He doesn't bring a girl.
Yeah, this time he didn't bring a girl. Although I can't blame him because each time he brings a girl to anything that we go to, we then have, the analysis afterwards.
Right.
And,
but it's kind of you look forward. You look forward to seeing who John's
he should bring
gonna
a girl.
He should bring a hot girl
for us.
Yeah, so we could look at her.
Yeah,
yeah. It was kind of a bummer, And then he's walking around like looking to talk and stuff. It's like go get a girl.
Yeah, it's like
go
if a
talk
guy
to
owns
a girl.
a beer company, he should bring a couple of 12-packs along with him.
But I want to thank you for that party once again.
It was a lot of fun.
It was great. I was talking to George Clooney and his girlfriend for a half hour.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, I really feel like I'm in show business. I rarely ever feel like I'm in show business because, first of all, I don't get invited to a lot of showbiz parties. That's number one.
You do.
But
number two, you go to bed at 6:30 at night.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And by the way, I hung out at your party till like 1 in the morning, which is huge for me, which is really like 4 o'clock in the morning our time.
Here he goes again.
Right. Well, let's be honest.
Calculating.
He has. You know what? You have to when he's.
I was on my game. I was not going to fuck up the party. But finally, I was begging Beth, please, let's go. Please, I'm begging of you. I mean, it was enough already. But.
Yeah.
I was at the party, and I'm talking to, like, George Clooney, and suddenly I'm feeling like, this is a great party because it's in my honor. Therefore, anyone here doesn't hate me.
Right. You're safe.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't have to feel like Jimmy's already vetted everyone to see if they even like me.
Oh, the vetting that goes on.
Yeah. But Jimmy's
carries ramifications that go on throughout the year.
But Jimmy's having a party, so since it's in my honor, it's only people who might appreciate me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You don't have to worry about Yoko Ono rounding the corner.
Right, yeah, Yoko didn't show up. So thank God.
There's a guy who's a big fan of yours who then I felt really kind of bad about. I forgot because I'd had Chris O'Donnell. You know Chris O'Donnell?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, he listens all the time.
We should have invited him.
Well, I didn't think of it because he'd been on like a couple of years ago, and then he came back last week. He's like, oh, yeah, the party sounded great.
Oh.
That's the guy who played Robin, right?
Yeah. He could be your Robin.
What's he doing now?
He
he's
had
on
a TV show,
he
right?
still has one, yeah. He's on
it's one of those CSIs.
CSIs?
With LL Cool J.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not CSI, but
L.A. Law. I don't know. One of those.
I don't know. One of those CBS shows.
And you say Matt Damon and Ben Affleck were there.
Yep.
Those are big guys, right? Big guys in the industry.
Yeah.
That would have been someone interesting
and
for me to
neither
talk
one
to.
of them spoke to you.
No, you know what? They didn't speak to me at my own party. Well, I was talking to Jon Favreau for quite some time, and I think that...
You think he dominated the conversation?
I was dying for someone to interrupt that conversation. Nobody did. That's the problem. People see me talking. They don't interrupt.
They don't interrupt.
Yeah, I like to be swept away by somebody else. Yes.
Was there anybody else there who didn't speak to Howard?
Yeah, I don't think Adam Carolla talked to you.
Adam, not one word. Not one word. I mean,
think he doesn't know you.
Yeah, I know Adam.
I think Adam just figured you're there. There's other people you wanted to talk to.
You know what? He's right. Honestly, between you and me, he's right. When there are other people I'd rather talk. I know Adam already.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, go ahead.
Were there people that that called you during the week that wanted to come to the party but maybe weren't party worthy? Like people that were trying to get in? Because I know Krista Miller said that Zach Braff kept calling her, and I think he was trying to get into the party.
Well, the funny thing is, I think that was like last year, but I didn't even pick up on that. He did contact me, but he never mentioned the party. So
because I know he's a big fan, and I think he wanted to go.
I just didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know that.
But
so
did anybody call you and say, "Hey, I want to come," and you're like, "Yeah, it's sort of full."
That I said couldn't come. You know what? People are real weird because they have to be super careful because of this.
Right. That's right.
Because of this moment right here. So I think some people kind of suddenly came into my life and it was like a hint. And I think most of those people, I just figured if it was somebody that was a fan of you and of the show, and then somebody that you wanted to come, because I want to make sure you wanted everyone to come who came.
Right.
I'd invite them. Yeah.
I had a great time. I mean, it was really nice for me. It was one of the nicest things anybody's ever done for me because I really am a pariah in this business. You know what I even liked? Like Mary McCormick, my movie wife from Private Parts, was there with her husband. And I love that because I know Mary doesn't think I have any showbiz friends, and which I don't, except for Jimmy.
But why does she think that?
Well, I can just... I don't know that she thinks that. That's how I feel inside.
That's what you perceive. Okay.
So I'm walking around, flitting around to all my new showbiz friends, and Mary says to me the other night, "Boy, you have some great friends." I go, You know I do. I really do.
You were happy just because she had to say that.
She was totally bamboozled. She had no idea none of those people know me.
Oh, that's funny.
It was fantastic. That whole party was just worth that moment. I liked it. That's it. I go to parties for other people's enjoyment. But then I was talking to Courtney Cox.
Yeah.
Wasn't that confusing? David Arquette.
They're walking around holding hands?
David Arquette and Courtney Cox are walking around holding hands. And I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with you two?
I figured out a solution for those two, I think.
Yeah, what is it?
She should adopt him.
Yeah. Yeah, if she's sick and tired of him acting like a child, but let him be a
He
child.
can stay in the house.
Let him be one of the kids.
He doesn't necessarily want to fuck her. He just wants to hang with her.
No, I think he wants to fuck her, too.
He does. All right, so he'll fuck her once.
I mean, remember he tried to get her in the hotel at Disney World?
Yeah. I understand you want to hear Ronnie get his own show.
I do want Ronnie to get his own show.
Well, Ronnie had a show.
What would you
I know
name?
he did.
What would you name that show?
I would call it More Ronnie. More Ronnie. Than ever before. Dude.
Do you think Ronnie gets it yet?
I told Ronnie. I said to Ronnie, Jimmy thinks you should have your own show. He goes, he's right. I go, he wants to call it More Ronnie. He goes, that's a great name. Yeah, he loves it. So
He still doesn't.
Shh.
Whatever, dude. But I was thinking about, you made a passing comment about how Ronnie is the best, and I was thinking about it, and I was thinking he really is the best of all the characters, because he may not have the highs that some of the other people have, but as far as batting average goes, I mean, this guy's in there hitting 375.
He's consistent.
Is year in and year out.
That's right.
Ronnie is the best. You know, for years, I delighted in Ronnie's stories when he was at the front of my limo. Or
Off
just
the air,
Yeah, off the air. And I just said, Jesus Christ,
And
this
you
is
always
some
feel like
fucking
you're
human being.
just scratching the surface with Ronnie. Like there's a whole world between you and Ronnie that we don't know about.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? I don't even know what to bring up.
Well, this is the thing. I think Twitter has opened a door.
Yeah.
And we're seeing more of Ronnie.
It's liberated him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I realized Ronnie had nothing to tweet. So I got to admit this. I'm the asshole who went to him. I said, Ronnie, if you're going to tweet, why don't you become like Hef and do Hot Chick of the Week? And you can build your whole week around that.
It's smart. It's smart.
So that's where Hot Chick of the Week came from.
Of course.
I've been feeding into this Twitter thing.
And then he makes a mistake and tweets a picture of a guy.
Of a guy. Right. And then he's like, I didn't tweet a picture of a guy.
No, it's a little O, not a big O.
Well, Ronnie is the best. You just got to think about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to really...
He really is.
There's the host of More Ronnie.
By the way, is that some kind of a joke?
What?
The More Ronnie thing?
No, just more of you.
Ronnie.
No, you want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
I don't want to say who it is, but somebody called me and said that you were like making fun of me behind my back.
No.
Like more Ron E. You know what I'm saying? Moron.
Did you think of that, Jimmy? When
I didn't even think of that.
I
but,
didn't think of that.
But a good friend of yours thought of that.
Who?
Dude, I don't want to say.
Oh, my God.
we were just thinking more Ronnie.
More
Yeah,
Ronnie.
guy called me up like, they're making fun of you, I think. I go, what are you talking about? And then he goes,
Ronnie, don't listen to those haters.
I'm not.
You know they're always
not
busting
haters.
your balls.
What are they now?
Assholes.
They're assholes.
Yeah.
No, we don't hate anybody.
But, see, you've come to appreciate Ronnie.
I always appreciated Ronnie, but I've come to become semi-obsessed with and fall in love with Ronnie.
Look at this.
TOPLESS was really the watershed moment for me. And really,
Do you follow him on Twitter?
TOPLESS.
no, I don't follow him.
Why
When I
not?
look at his things,
Why not?
I will follow you.
You better
yeah.
follow him.
I will.
Dude.
You have to follow him.
Did you check out the Hot Chick of the Week?
No, I never seem to catch that with you.
Yeah, you should
I
check it out.
haven't been on Twitter that much. People were already yelling over the weekend. They go, "What kind of guy are you?" They wrote. You open the Twitter account and you don't tell us what's going on all weekend. You're a fucking
Right,
asshole.
I was going to say, I didn't hear
It's
from
too
you
much.
all weekend.
It's really like having to update people on what's going on all the time.
Steve Martin seems to be way on it, and so does Albert Brooks, and so does who else is like on
Joan
there?
Rivers is always updating people.
Gilbert's on it all the time.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Steve Martin. I get the sense with like Albert Brooks that he just he's doing it to sell his book, and he doesn't necessarily want to do it.
Right.
You think
you're right.
it's under duress. So
Yeah, I think he realizes somebody said to him, "This is something you should do," and he's like, "All right, fuck it, I'll do it."
What kind of show should I get, Jimmy?
Just you.
What should I do?
I love you evaluating women. That's my. I mean,
Dude.
that's what I really.
his definitions.
But what about?
Yeah, it's very specific.
Yeah, Ronnie's thing is women.
Topless.
I love the idea that you have a NASCAR themed bathroom.
Topless. Yeah.
Maybe that could be where the show is actually that could be your studio.
Right from Ronnie's bathroom.
Dude.
Have a studio audience in there.
Oh, who knows? We'll talk about more Ronnie.
All right.
Thank you.
Moron, right?
All right.
No,
Not
more Ronnie.
More Ronnie. Nobody was thinking that when they said it. Your friend's paranoid.
He's paranoid.
Your friend.
Well, who was it? Give me his
Neil?
name.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Wayne Siegel.
Oh, Wayne Siegel.
Wayne's an asshole. Tell Wayne never to speak to me again. He's just jealous of you. Wayne,
They're assholes, Ronnie.
Wayne,
They're all
you
assholes.
fucking maniac. Why would you tell him that?
What's wrong with Wayne?
Some people like to ruin everybody's fun. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
I mean, Ronnie's
What is
having a
wrong
nice
with Wayne?
Yeah, way to go,
run,
Wayne.
and now Wayne's making him feel bad about his show.
Yeah.
I'd love it if that became the show, though.
By the way, see Jimmy Kimmel Live weeknights at midnight on ABC. And see Jimmy on the Adam Carolla Live show. What is the Adam Carolla, the podcast?
No, he's doing a live show at the Wiltern, and I am going to be his special guest. Adam.
What do you mean a
Carolla.
live show?
Like Adam
he'll
does
be
stand-up
there.
now.
Oh, I didn't know. Is he good?
He's great.
He's great.
Not only is he good, he's great at it, and the amount, and he, unlike almost everyone else, he doesn't repeat stuff. So he'll go into a town and do 6 or 8 shows.
And every show's different?
He'll do 8-9 hours of original comedy and then forget everything for the next. I mean, really, like occasionally, things come up again, but
right.
It's an entire. I mean, it's really like you could practically shout out topics to him, and he does like in one weekend he'll do what many comics will come up with in their lifetime.
Wow!
I want to go see him. I had no idea he was doing that.
Wiltern.
It really is.
Well, the Wiltern's in L.A., right? So, you mean you're going to go, and when they say special guest, is he going to interview you?
I'm not sure what we're going to do. There's always an air of disorganization that goes on, but I think we're going to tell some stories. You know, he doesn't do it's not your typical stand-up where it's, just a bunch of setups.
It sounds like you're falling into that Charlie Sheen area. We don't know exactly what to call it.
You know what? I have to say, if 99 out of 100 comedians attempted to do this, it would be terrible, but I promise you, it's great.
So are you doing this because you want to do it, or is it because Adam's a friend and you feel sort of weird saying no?
There's nothing I want to do.
Right. Yeah. So when he called you up and said, "Hey Jimmy, when you come and do my show?"
Yeah, he imitated Gary Shandling.
Yeah. Did he? Were you surprised Gary Shandling showed up at your house for my party?
No, I know Gary. I know him fairly well.
Oh, you know him pretty well. Yeah. And he seemed to be having a good time.
Yeah, I think he had fun.
Yeah, you can't tell with him, though. You know what I mean?
Is he the kind of guy who has fun at parties? You don't know?
I think he had fun at that party.
Yeah.
He sent me an email afterwards, said he had fun.
I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if he was having fun or not. But Adam says to you, he calls you up and asks you personally to show up and do his stand-up show?
Yeah, well, we talk all the time. It's not like it's like he calls me specifically for that. But, yeah, he asked me to do the show.
What do you mean you talk all the time? He calls you several times a day?
No, not several times a day, but we talk, regularly. I mean,
what does that mean?
We see each other.
What do you mean? That's because he's your best friend, right?
Yeah, he's. I have some. I don't have any friends closer than him, but like Cleto, my band leader, and I have been best friends.
Do you think Adam is
kids.
jealous of my relationship with you? Do you think that he feels that I'm taking his place?
As long as you got Leno and his steam cars, I think he's fine with our relationship.
Do you ever say to Adam, "Why are you running around with Jay Leno?"
Yeah,
in
every
his steam
time
car?
I speak to him.
Yeah, I mean, do you ever say to him like, what is that? Like, why are you doing that?
He loves the car so much. He could be riding along with Hitler.
Is he close to Jay Leno?
I don't know. It's funny because we don't talk about it much because
he knows how you feel about
weird,
Jay.
It's like a weird thing.
Yeah. Letterman recently made a joke about Jay Leno. I'm trying to remember what it was. I just read it. Did you happen to see it over the weekend? They sort of press released it. They said something about Jay being a tyrant. Let me see if I can recall it. It was, it was Jay's 61st birthday, and like most tyrants, now it's coming to me. I'm not good with jokes. Like you, I don't remember them, you know what I mean? He said something like most tyrants, when he came to cutting the cake, He used the same one that he put in Conan's back, something like that.
Oh, the same knife that.
Same. See, do you recall anything like that?
I didn't hear that. No, I didn't hear about it.
That's right. Would Adam ever ask you to come ride in one of the cars with Leno?
No, he wouldn't. I have no interest. I really don't have much interest in cars and that kind of thing in general.
Would you have a weird feeling if you went into a room with Jay Leno?
Yes.
Like if you, I don't know where you would be, but let's say you went to a restaurant in L.A.
Yeah.
And suddenly Jay was at the next table. Do you think it's gotten to the point where Jay would not say hello to you?
I don't know. I don't think so. Nothing seems to bother him.
Right.
And so I have a feeling he'd act like there was nothing wrong.
Yeah, I even think as much shit as I've said about Jay, I think if he saw me in a restaurant, he'd say, "Hey, how you doing, man?
Yeah.
What's going on? How you doing?" I think he would actually say hello.
I don't know, because the last time he mentioned you, it seemed to be getting to him.
Right.
You know, he was interviewed and he started to say nasty things.
He fights with kindness. That seems to be his way of, just kind of everything's friendly. Everything's fine. It's not funny for everyone.
Well, for years he would
As
say,
long as-
it's just like wrestling, with me and Howard. But
Yeah.
I think he's beginning to get wounded by this whole
I don't know. I don't know if he's woundable.
So Conan O'Brien, is he irrelevant now? I mean, it's over, right?
Is he irrelevant?
Irrelevant. I mean, is his show getting any ratings?
They do well in their target audience, I think.
What is their target audience?
It's, like 18 to 49-year-olds.
I see. So they have people who are watching that thing.
Yeah.
Because you don't hear a word about them.
It's hard for me to say because I'm so absorbed in that world that I do hear, hear things and, you kind of follow what everybody's doing.
Will Letterman retire?
I bet he will.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, too. I think it's enough with him already, right? I mean, he's got to be burned out on the whole fucking experience.
I would think so.
I don't know.
Maybe not.
He sort of follows that Johnny Carson template.
But Johnny eventually retired.
No, Johnny was forced out.
Anybody think think
You're
Letterman
right.
anybody think Letterman is still cheating?
No way.
I
No
don't
way.
think so.
No way.
But what's the point of going to work then? He was the only place he had fun, Jay.
I know.
Was at work where he could fuck girls.
Yeah, I know. That's a shame.
It's like Bill Clinton. He had no more fun, too. I mean,
I think Clinton's still having fun.
don't you think out of all the talk show hosts, Letterman is the most sort of
the best,
the best, but the depressed and
Yes.
miserable and
Yeah.
filled with angst. And his one fun thing was to fuck the interns. And I mean, now, what is the point of getting up in the morning? I mean, what's he doing with himself?
I don't know. I mean,
He's building a relationship.
Yeah. I mean, even that room he had in the back, I hear now, is like a real office, and people go
They
in there.
paved over
They work in there.
King Tut's tomb.
Yeah, it's not even fun.
It's just filled with cement.
Yeah. How far into the you've been a guest on the Letterman show. Are you doing Letterman this time around?
No.
What's your schedule? You're doing the upfront when? What time?
Upfront's tomorrow night. Tomorrow night.
So what are you doing tonight? Do you have to do preparation?
I usually sit in my hotel room and write jokes for the upfront the next day.
Jeez, a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a pain.
Yeah, and your writers will write some jokes too, right?
They write jokes, before I go, and then I put those all together, go through them, and then I'll usually sit there and kind of come up with some jokes.
When's the last time Letterman had you on?
I was on last year. I was here.
And were you able to ever get into his inner sanctum? Are you kept in a dressing room like everyone else, or because you are a fellow late night talk show host, were you brought into Dave's inner sanctum?
I did say hello to him after the show, but
after the show.
Where? Did you go up?
You went up?
No, they were shooting a bit, and I was there at the bit while they were shooting it.
On stage?
No, not on stage. Somewhere in the backstage area.
You were in the backstage area. Did you request that, or Letterman asked that you stop by?
Letterman asked that I stop by.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never been asked
That's
that.
a big deal.
I have never been asked to stop by afterwards, which I wouldn't do anyway.
Because you would report the whole thing on the air, right? I mean,
well, I've said to Dave, I fucked up our friendship by reporting too much.
Right.
But he didn't have much of a sense of humor about that. So you're telling me the last time you were on, they got word to you.
Yeah.
They said, hey, hang out. Dave needs to see you after the show.
Right.
Wow.
Well, he didn't need to see me. He just wanted to say hello. And our executive producer, Jill Lederman, used to work at his show, and she was there with me, and so she was saying hello to him also.
So now you've been summoned.
Yes.
You would have rather have left, I'm sure, but
no.
You were happy to be there.
I was delighted. Yeah.
Okay, so you sat.
You know, growing up, you and David Letterman. I mean, that's it for me.
So you sat there and waited for Dave,
right?
And then you are ushered into the bit area. Mm-hmm. Now, are you waiting for Dave a long time?
No, he was there. He was already there.
Right there, and then in that awkward way, did you go, "Oh, Jimmy, hello"? Like they were meeting Nixon,
more or less.
Yeah. So it was a very stiff conversation.
I wouldn't say it was stiff. It was, it was funny. I mean, we talked for, I don't know, it was maybe a minute long or something like that.
So after all that waiting. There was a 1
wasn't
minute.
that much waiting. All I had to wait for was the band.
You had to have him finish the
I
show.
just finished my segment, and then I was talking to Paul or something afterwards.
As a fellow late night talk show host, do you make suggestions on the bit? Do you sit there and go, "Listen, Dave, this isn't working here. Maybe you could say that word a little."
Could we get a tighter shot? And you're revealing the punchline.
Weren't you angry like I was that Letterman during the whole Leno controversy? Weren't you upset that Letterman invited Leno to do a TV commercial during the Super Bowl?
Yes, I was
with him?
very upset.
Thank you. That is bullshit.
I talked to him about it on his show also. I said he was drowning and
you saved him.
Yeah.
You saved him.
He did.
Why?
I have a theory about it.
Go ahead.
All right. My theory is that...
Excellent. I love theories.
There's Dave and Jay. And they're the guys, and they go, they
head
compete, and Jay wins, obviously, but Jay wins the ratings, but everybody thinks Dave's better.
Right.
And Dave is better.
Right.
They don't need me and Conan and Jimmy Fallon and Craig Ferguson in that. Dave doesn't need us. There's Batman and Superman.
Right.
They don't need Aquaman and these other assholes running around. And I think by consolidating that focus once again went directly on, instead of that Jay and Conan focus and whatever, but you put Oprah in there, and then you got Jay and Dave. And I think ultimately, probably he just thought, this is really funny. I think
you're right. I think he, A, thought it was funny, but B, I never considered that. You have a good point. Maybe in a weird way, he was sick and tired of everyone being mentioned with Jay. And this put the focus back on.
Jay's my arch enemy.
Right. Yeah. He's not Aquaman's enemy.
That's right.
He's mine. He might be an asshole, but he's my asshole.
It's my asshole.
Wow.
Yeah. That's just my theory on it.
That's a good one.
But I have to say, I found out about it a little bit the day before the Super Bowl.
Right.
And I was devastated.
You were?
I really was.
Did you walk around like pissed?
I was like, why is he doing this?
Did you think about calling him and going, what are you doing?
I didn't think about
that. Would have been good.
Could you imagine?
This is Jimmy Kimmel. I need to talk to you about this whole thing.
Dave, I have some concerns.
Hey, Matt, you're on the air. Oh, it's 8 o'clock already. I didn't realize. Are you okay on time?
Yeah, I have to leave by 8:15 because they're live over there.
And I got to take a break anyway. So first, let Matt have a word.
Another Matt.
Yeah, Matt, hi. Matt from Montreal.
I just would like to thank you as a Stern fan for the video of you humiliating Gary with the pitch. But I wanted to ask, do you have anything planned for him this morning? Like, do you have any kind of sporting humiliation in mind for Gary?
Having Robin throw the pitch was brilliant, and Robin threw a fantastic pitch.
Robin did.
She did. In heels.
But do you realize I never throw a ball? I never throw a ball.
Gary still says to me, he's bothered by you.
Yeah,
he doesn't. He really doesn't understand why you had to jump into the fray, so to speak.
Here's the key misunderstanding that Gary has: is that Gary thinks that because I'm his friend, I wouldn't do that. But what Gary doesn't understand is I do terrible things to my friends all the time.
But was that a terrible thing?
Exclusively to my friends. I mean, really, that is what I do.
I gotta say that's better because I thought the next line was going to be because I'm not really Gary's friend.
I have a theory on that.
What's that?
I don't think you thought that was a bad thing to do to Gary. You thought it was a fun thing, let him redeem himself.
I thought he was. I thought the pitch. I thought he was going to throw a strike.
I know. Now I've said to Gary,
this would have been a whole different story
Jimmy,
if he'd thrown a strike.
I've said to Gary,
yeah,
Jimmy tells you to throw a pitch. You're a fucking puppet that you went and threw the pitch. Why didn't you say to Jimmy, I don't want to do the
in
pitch?
fairness to Gary, though, he doesn't have as much seasoning in that area. And if
he's been with me for 20-something years.
Gary,
after you throw one bad pitch, don't you stop?
Yeah. I mean, and you say, and it would have been just as funny if he stormed off your show afraid.
But this is the thing. Is that Gary, Gary's a producer, and if it had been decided, if Gary had said beforehand, I don't want to talk about the pitch, then we wouldn't have talked about the pitch. But he didn't say anything about the pitch, which I was happy that he didn't say anything. And we booked Gary first, as soon as we heard he had a book coming out.
Right.
And then Gary went and did Letterman, which is fine, and did Letterman before us. But we have to do something. When we get these guests after the other guy gets them.
Right.
I feel like we have to do something different,
Were you concerned that after he threw the pitch, he actually hit an audience member in the head? Were you concerned about lawsuits or anything?
That's interesting, but it was a safety ball. It wasn't a regular hard ball. So that's why I looked very callous laughing as a woman got hit in the head with a baseball. But it was a softer version of a baseball.
I see. Because when I saw it, I said, this is funny, but Jesus Christ, people are getting hit with a fucking ball in the head.
Why is Jimmy in the audience?
Why is Jimmy laughing?
Jimmy, it's funny to you because it's effortless for you to throw a ball like that from that distance, right? And as a man, you grew up playing ball.
Well, even throwing it back to Gary, you see this ease, this naturalness,
right?
That just happens. The ball just leaves his hand.
What is it wrong with Gary that he can't throw that pitch? I mean, Robin did it.
I don't think it has anything to do with Gary's athletic ability. I think it has to do with God has a sense of humor, and as long as there's a camera on Gary, he's never going to be able to throw a ball straight.
All right, listen, I got to take a break. You got to get going.
Yeah.
You got the Regis show you have to do. Mm-hmm. Say hello to that lovely Kelly for me.
I will do that.
Yeah, she's very, very beautiful.
She's the best. She really is.
Very, very beautiful.
Is the Bowie feud, is it finally over? I mean, did you explain it well enough where Gary's just...
I hope so. And it's up to Gary, really. I mean, I never had it. There's never any bad... I'm the one, I guess, who did the deed. So hopefully, I don't know. We'll find out from Gary, I guess. I hope it is. I pray that it is.
But from your side, you didn't really do anything wrong. You didn't throw him under the bus. He had every option available to not throw the pitch. And
I don't necessarily agree with that assessment. I think he felt, he would have looked stupid if he decided not to throw the pitch. But what's done is done, and that is that.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Take care.
Good seeing you, man.
You're such a huge Ronnie fan.
I love Ronnie. Excuse me. Lisa, we got to talk about your stories. Let's walk here for a second. They're starting to become too trivial.
Gary, with Jimmy's visit today and also revisiting the pitch and all of that, does that bring back or conjure up any thoughts of, just anger?
I guess it appears to be a much bigger deal to everyone else than it is to me and Jimmy. I mean, we sort of worked it out. We've been talking pretty consistently on email, and I think I spoke to him maybe once on the phone. So it's just, we talked about it on the air so that people on the air could hear how we felt about it, but it's not like a big issue. It's not like, oh my God, Jimmy's coming in today. What am I going to do?
But I see your relationship, like I was shooting you guys in the green room prior to his appearance, and it just seems very cordial. It doesn't seem as warm as it was.
Well, but that's a different thing. That's a different thing and that's not just Jimmy. There's a handful of guests that I have learned not to say too much to, because everything I say to them, they'll take on the air. Whereas they'll say the same thing about me. But I get nervous talking to Jimmy because if you like anything else, I could spend too much time in there, and then Jimmy could walk in and go, oh my God, Gary never shuts up. I had to hear the whole fucking story of his life. So I sort of lay low.
So it's attacked because you know how well he's aware of the nuances
Listen,
of the show.
Jay Thomas is the same thing. There's Adam Carolla a little bit, not as much. He's pretty cool. But there's a couple of guys that will, sometimes you're thinking of material for the show, and I'm the last person they spoke to before they walked in. So, let me goof on Gary. So I tend to sort of lay back now.
So it has nothing to do with any type of resentment or any layover from
not
that.
at all.
You both have moved past this part of your life.
Yeah, I just don't want to be the butt of Jimmy's joke again.
Right.
Ronnie.
Good morning, Ted.
Can you also guide and outfit us where we're going?
Yes.
All right.
How's it going?
It's going perfect.
Excited to be.
Got the whole lot. Am I following
right
you?
This way, yeah. Okay, just gonna go right into this room right behind you.
All right. We'll let everybody else in there. It's a small room.
Okay.
I thought I'd bring the whole gang.
Wow.
Everybody wanted to meet Howard.
It's quite the posse.
We're still coming. Is that cool or what?
Yeah. Got enough room?
All right.
All right.
Interesting anyone else? Because
Yeah, this is right there. But the stuff, the Obama stuff is great. He hates Obama. You see there. So I'm wondering, does he give Obama any credit for Bin Laden? Is he a birther guy? He talks about his father. There was a great profile of him I read.
Is he a birther guy? That's true.
Right. So the dad was a total nut. Like he was a former drill sergeant, and he used to regulate how much toilet paper they used when they take shits.
Where is that?
That's like the 1, 2, 3, 4th down there.
Ted's father.
Yeah. And he also says like he'd yell at them if they didn't pass the food clockwise at dinner. He says his other two brothers like still hate the father, but Ted, who ended up living with him more than the other two, loves him.
Howard, he grew up with the great Santini. That's his father.
There's a great quote there at the bottom just saying, like, Ted is always a maniac. Like, just around very close personal families, the only time you see the real Ted. Otherwise, it's all guns and craziness.
Ted's brother says Ted is really like a real guy. And
He says there are moments where he's this real guy, but you will never see it most of the time unless he's with his close family.
So this is an act?
More or less, yeah.
Okay.
He says as a teenager he put coffee grounds in his moving trucks. He was supposed to move one night. His family was going to move, and he had a show that night. He reunited with one of his 2 adopted kids. I guess he gave 2 kids up for adoption when he was younger, and he just reunited with one of the kids in March.
Wow.
And of course he talks about how the kid was liberal and he had to set him straight.
All right, let's do it.
That's great. That's really very fast.
Ted Nugent stopping by this morning.
Oh God, then we better talk now.
I'm going to get him to play. I'm going to get him to play the guitar like he did on the Huckabee show.
Great.
Yeah.
But Ted talks a lot, so we can sit
I love
back.
that guy. I just talk about hunting all day. I don't care. I'll talk about that with him all day and night.
Who's that who said, why does he talk about hunting? He's a rock guy.
Yeah.
And all we get is hunting stories.
So Ted, are you excited to be back and see Howard?
Yeah, well, when I come to New York, you can see I bring all my friends with me so we can celebrate the New York thing. And how better to celebrate the New York thing than at the Howard Stern Show? Plus, they're all big fans. They wanted to meet him, and I said, hey, I got connections. I can make it happen.
All right. Have fun today.
I promise. It's my specialty. Howard deserves me after all these years.
I love Ted Nugent. I think he's one of the best guests around. He always has something to say. He's a fascinating man, and I can't wait to talk to him. Ted Nugent, look at him. There he is in the flesh, shot out of a cannon. Hey, Ted.
As usual.
Great to see you. Good seeing you. Pleasure, man.
2011.
You bet. Who thought we'd make it to 2011?
Technical. Is that mic right? Where am I?
You're good.
You're good.
So you can actually hear me.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. How are you, man?
We got all the latest technology here. Don't you worry
I don't
about
like
it.
any of that stuff. I cause elevators to break. Robin, you look magnificent. How are you? Hello, Fred.
First of all, Fred just walked out.
Did he? Well, get rid of him.
Don't even bother
Who
with
needs
him.
him?
There's Benji. Hey, Ted, I was watching you with Governor Huckabee.
Now, this recent one yesterday, or
the one before that.
Okay, yeah,
where you played the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah.
I thought that was great.
It was great.
Because, first of all, you never see that on Fox News. You don't see a guy come on with a guitar.
Well, because Ted Nugent brings that with me, I insisted on it. I just bring guitars and amps. You notice I got a guitar and amp here today because you people need this stuff. Every once in a while, we got to remember we all started. It's all about the music. And still all about the music with me.
Because with you, it's become, guns,
no, not really.
conservative.
Only if you pay attention to a sliver of the lunatic fringe media. I still tour like a madman. I'm setting attendance records. I got the greatest band in the world. My life is music, 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 music.
Because I think of you as a music guy, but
Thank
then
you.
because you're such a big personality, I think you've gotten political.
Well, what I think it is, there's such a overt, toxic maniac leftist stranglehold, dare I say, on the media, that they only attack me for, well, he thinks everybody should own a machine gun. He believes all deer should be put in a blender and poured onto the streets. You know, they go to these maniac extremes, so it's all about that to them. Meanwhile, I'm just touring and making music having the time of my life.
Are you a very wealthy man?
Not a very wealthy man. I'm a comfortable man.
Because I would think in your
I
heyday...
have my pilot in here, if that means anything.
Well, that does mean something. You have the biggest entourage we've ever seen up here.
Well, that's a unique thing, too, because we live in the Midwest. I live down in Texas. We live on a little ranch, so we live a real quiet, old-fashioned, you know, Lewis and Clark kind of lifestyle.
What is a ranch? How many acres is that?
In Michigan, I have about 2,200, but we don't live there anymore. But in Texas, just 300.
Why did you leave Michigan? That was your place.
We lost our home to that terrible mold. Our house was poisoned by the mold. My family got terribly sick. Where our dream house existed is a nasty hole in the ground right now. So my wife was in rehab in Texas because of the poison mold, and we were
You're not
homeless.
kidding.
Oh,
You're
no.
saying that mold infested your home. How did that happen? How does that happen to somebody's home?
A very wealthy man with mold?
Yeah.
Yes, believe me. Well, Ed McMahon.
Mold sounds like one of those liberal conspiracies.
Well, no,
Yeah,
it's a mess out there. A lot of people have lost their lives. You know, kids have gotten dramatically ill.
How did you realize you had mold in your home?
Shemaine couldn't get rid of these debilitating migraines, but she got rid of them when we went on tour, and we were away from the house. And we didn't figure it out at first, but she's really bright. She's smart. She figured out. She kept with it. And she finally figured that she was only, you know, rendered helpless by these migraines when we were home in our beautiful swamp forest, clean, wild ground.
But it's confusing because you weren't getting migraines, right?
Well, no, because I'm only home maybe half as much as she was because I'm touring. I go hunting on hunting trips, so I'm exposed to it. Plus, I'm a 200-pound guy. She's like 85 pounds, so she's susceptible to it. You understand? And she slept there with it. It turned out this Stachybotrys black mold had metastasized through the infrastructure of our home right behind the damn headboard of the bed.
Oh, my
God.
God.
So she slept with it right by her head every night.
And there's no getting rid of that? There's no, you can't burn down the house and start all over?
It takes 2,000 degrees, and it's a metastasizing, outrageous, spore-driven mold. So bottom line
why'd you pick Texas?
That's where she was in rehab. I've always rock and rolled in Texas. They really love their music down there. It's one of my greatest celebrations of the bluesy type music that I love. And all my hunting buddies are down there. We're there. And I had a buddy that was selling a ranch. So I said, well, geez, I'm going on tour, but I'm going to cancel the tour to be with Shemaine. She says, no. I'm in here. You're a pain in the ass. Just go away. Go on tour. And so I said, well, there's a ranch down here by Waco. Well, let's buy that ranch and we'll start over again. So we did.
Don't you think it's against all odds that you somehow became a musician? Because when I read about your life, your father was the Great Santini, in a sense.
Hardcore disciplinarian.
Have you ever seen the movie The Great Santini?
No, I haven't.
Okay, you got to see that.
But I don't
movie.
need to even see it. If you equate it with my dad, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Military guy.
Yes.
Military guy.
Hated rock and roll. The devil's music, the long hair, he hated all that.
And wasn't your dad the type of guy that you would be punished if you didn't pass the food in the right direction?
You
like
remember that interview? You and I talked about 30 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
And so when you're raised with that kind of maniac, was he a maniac?
Well,
be honest.
No. My brother who lives nearby, and he's probably listening right now. Good morning, Jeff. He might go, damn right he was a maniac. But he was...
He beat you?
No, he didn't beat me. There was a few cuffs against the head when I, got out of line. But the threat of a serious beating was always there, which is a good threat, I think, for parenting.
Were you the oldest?
But he was one of these guys, hated the hippies, this and that, and the other thing.
Well, it was even before the hippies. I mean, there was no hippies, beatniks. He hated the music. He hated all that stuff. He hated that. He was a drill sergeant when he was 19.
So how do you find music? Was he abusive to your mother?
My mom and her sister Nancy were guitar wranglers at all the parties. We had great family Christmas parties and Thanksgiving parties all the time. And my mom and her sister Nancy would grab acoustic guitars and beat out like Peter, Paul, and Mary classics and make fun of them.
Thank God for your mother, right?
Oh, absolutely. Thank God for my mother. But Howard, thank God for my dad, too, even though he went way over the top with the discipline. What is more important in life, and you guys getting up as early as you do, you don't have a quality of life without discipline.
That's true.
And I'm a happy son of a bitch.
Because you have that. That's why you never fell into drugs. That's why you have that sense of discipline.
And why I get on tour on time. Why I'm here on time in the morning. Why I'm an asset to my family.
Did your father sit you down and say, "I don't want you playing that fucking guitar"?
He hated it. He turned that
Gay,
shit down.
Right?
I don't remember any of those references, but he hated it.
He hated it.
But he made me practice every day. And even though, and remember, you and I were born, Les Paul just invented the damn thing.
That's right.
Chuck Berry and Bo Diddley were bombarding us, and then Elvis, and then the Stones and the Beatles brought all this American black music to the forefront.
Who were your influences?
Everybody.
The Beatles?
The Beatles, the Stones, certainly Chuck and Bo before that. And I discovered Howlin' Wolf, Muddy Waters, Mose Allison, Lightning Hopkins, and what the Yardbirds and the Stones and the Beatles and Paul Butterfield Blues Band. Are you kidding me?
Did you put your 10,000 hours of practice in? Did you take guitar lessons?
I did, from Joe Podorczyk at the Capitol School of Music on Grand River. And he came on stage with me 2 years ago and did my 6,000th concert with me in Detroit. We played the same honky tonk and boogie woogie that we did 50 years earlier.
Do you know how to read music?
I do not.
You don't?
I did in the beginning.
Right, and then you kind of
But then
let it go.
it's all about feel anyhow. I mean, the best way to describe the ultimate music, if I may, is when in '78, one of the greatest guitar players ever, I got to jam with B.B. King, Howard. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he's amazing.
I mean, you got to be kidding me.
He was amazing.
I got to jam with Stevie Ray Vaughan and Johnny Winter, and I jammed with all these masters. So in 1978, we had a new band opening up for us. They called themselves Van Halen. And I remember they were doing a sound check, and I'm hearing this guitar, and I'm going, holy motherfucker, what the hell kind of sound is, who's this guy?
Right.
So I went out front during the sound check, and there's Eddie just cranking with his new, enlightened, outrageously defiant guitar sound, like Hendrix gone mad. And I went, wow, that is some cool shit. What a sound. And I didn't even recognize the amps. I'm going, what is that you got? So I went up and he went, Ted Nugent. Wow, I can't believe Ted Nugent's here. We can hug me. And he goes, you're my hero. And I learned, and he started playing my licks. And I said, what kind of amp is this?
Right.
And so he gave me his guitar and he goes, here, you do it. So now here's Eddie with the uniquely unprecedented Eddie sound.
Right.
And I remember my guitar tech was there and a bunch of my buddies, and because we all love guitar, we love music, and we love what this kid was doing. It was awesome. So I got his guitar because I was fascinated. I didn't recognize any of this gear. I don't know what it was because he just bastardized all these Marshalls and Fenders and created. So I picked it up, and when I started playing, it sounded just as if I had my Birdland coming out of my Fender amps.
Right.
Because it is all about the touch.
So in other words, when you hear a guy playing guitar and it's totally unique, it blows you away because most guys aren't going to blow you away. You've pretty much heard everything.
Yeah, but there's
but
always
when he
something
came
new.
along, it
Blew
was
me
like,
away.
and you thought, well, maybe it is the equipment, but it's not the equipment.
I did think it was that for a minute, but then when I picked it up, damn, it sounded just like me. But it was cool. It sounded great. He's a magical technician with an unbelievable, soulful, primal, raw musicality.
But is it hard for you to get along with guys like him because he's not a disciplined guy?
Well,
he's not like you in the sense that you have this very conservative lifestyle in the sense that you get up early, you do your thing,
Yeah.
you know what, you know.
And you do music like a business.
That's right.
Yeah, well, not really. I do music like music, but I make sure Doug Banker's nearby to make sure I get paid right.
Right.
So it is a business. But no, that's an important question. Do I get along with him? I've always got along perfectly. I mean,
because you're talking music.
But then there are times, and I've jammed with Eddie at the NAMM show and impromptu stuff, and it got to the point where I think drunk is cute at first, but then the next time it's not so cute, and by the third time it's just a pain in the ass.
Right.
And I love you, Eddie, if you're listening, but he was always drunk and zombied, and you couldn't communicate, and one of the stumbling party fools. And no, I can't get along with
Sammy Hagar said that in his book. He said, you know, it got sad for him because Eddie couldn't play his own licks after a while. He couldn't even do his own thing.
We jammed, and again, Brian May and Eddie and I jammed at a NAMM show, and Brian May, no matter whether you play guitar or not, but especially if you play guitar, you want to pay attention. You want to pick up on what they're doing. You're listening. The greatest music in the world and the greatest musicians in the world is all about listening and respecting and picking up.
Even after you've put in the years you have, you're still listening.
You can pick up new stuff every day. I played with Kimmel's band live on the Kimmel Show, with Cleto and the guys. And one of the reasons originally on Letterman. I said, call Letterman. I don't really care about the interview, but I want to play with that band. These guys kick ass. Great.
Did you do it?
Yes, I did. So when I played with Cleto, when I played with the Letterman, Paul Schaefer and the guys, it's a musical orgy, man. It's so much fun. I don't know how often you do see me, but if you ever see me where I'm just not about to blow up with laughter and smiles, I love that musical communication.
That's why it's weird to me that you get pegged as the gun guy or this. Although, speaking of guns, I got to say something.
Cool. Guns are
Ronnie
cool.
said, so when you came up today, he said you had. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Well, I got some special friends with me. I train with the federal marshals. I conduct federal raids in Texas.
I was going to say you had a federal marshal with you, right?
Yes.
I mean, you travel with a federal.
We had to leave some hardware in the vestibule.
Wait, you said you do raids?
Yeah. I've been a sheriff deputy since 1982 in Michigan.
Really?
And I'm a constable in McLennan County, Texas. And I conduct the Falcon raids, federal and local cops organized nationally. Like Lenny DePaul's Manhunter TV show, where they go after all these paroled felons, the most dangerous, evil pricks in the world.
You do this stuff?
I do this in Texas, yeah.
And have you ever come close to getting shot yourself?
I think you're always close to getting shot.
Have you ever had to kill a guy doing this stuff?
I have not had to fire my weapon.
But you would if you had to.
Yeah, hello. You think? I'm looking.
So in Texas, you can walk around with a gun, right? I mean, you're allowed to carry a gun.
I can carry a gun nationwide because I'm law enforcement. We passed a law, the House Bill 218, a number of years ago, where all official law enforcement is able to carry.
So in New York, you're allowed to carry?
Yes.
So you have a badge?
Yes, I do.
He's going to show. Oh, there's the badge.
There's the badge.
All right.
Look at that.
Is that adorable?
It is adorable.
Because I am the Motor City Madman. I not only wrote Wang Dang Sweet Poontang, but I meant it.
Have you ever?
And I might kick down here. By the way, Howard, you're gonna love this. So we're on these federal raids. We're after these, murderers and rapists and carjackers and meth runners, and we're kicking down doors at 3 a.m. and just screaming. I'm going to be filming this soon.
But how do you have time for this? I mean, you're a musician. You travel.
When do you
I mean, you have to get a certain amount of training. You have to have hours that you put in.
I train all the time. In fact, a lot of the federal agents train at my place in Texas because I have a 770-yard sniper range. In fact, when Bush, God, I can tell you some stories. Man.
Have you ever signed an autograph for a person you're arresting? Does anyone go,
oh my God, you're about to tell you.
Yeah, right.
We get these subhuman scum dogs, and they're all and the drool and the spittle, and the houses are all wall-to-wall feces and just the lowest subhuman maggot life you've ever seen. And I'm just repulsed. I want to shoot them just out of principle.
Right.
And we cuff them, we put them on the curb, and they're over there like this, sitting in their own shit and they're pissing their pants, and they're, motherfucker, I didn't do nothing bad. And they look up and they go, that's Ted fucking Nugent.
That's got to be a great moment.
I said, nobody's that good looking. Shut the fuck up.
This entourage that you travel with.
Well, I don't travel. This is a unique. Remember, every time I've ever come, I've always been by myself.
I
just
know.
Me and my wife.
Now, was that your son who walked in?
But these people love your show, and they wanted to meet you.
A guy came in and set up your guitar for you.
That's my son. That's my son.
I said, that guy looks like Ted. I said, what, does everyone travel with Ted Nugent? Looks like Ted Nugent?
That could be his son.
Yeah. That's my son, Toby, and my son, Fleetwood, is out here. He's 42, and my daughter, Sasha.
Fleetwood after Fleetwood Mac?
No, it was after the Cadillac, I think.
Okay, Fleetwood. Okay.
I was like 18.
Wait, you get your son Toby with you. He travels with you. He knows how to play guitar, evidently, because he was setting this thing up.
No, he doesn't really. He can beat on a little bit, but he doesn't play guitar per se. But, he's my son, and whenever I do anything, my number one choice in life is, hey, can you come with me? So all my kids can all do everything.
Does he work with you?
There's not a list that my children aren't willing to do.
Do your children have to go out and get a straight job?
They all have real jobs. They all kick ass. Absolutely.
They do.
Well, then how do they get to go on tour? I mean, you got to stay at work.
Well, Toby works for me, for example, so he's got a good connection with his boss.
I see.
So now I would love to talk to your kids and find out what kind of...
I would love for you to talk to my kids.
Can I tell you something about you as a father? Now, I don't know you that well, but I would think you would be a very difficult father, and I'll tell you why.
I'd be interested to hear my kids on the Howard Stern show where they let it all hang out because I
think they're afraid to let it hang out.
I don't think not at all.
I think if they
my
said
kids
something
aren't
negative,
afraid of nothing. They go, well, that motherfucker is something else.
No, you are a very strong personality, and I would think.
But the love and the discipline is equally as strong.
Are any of your kids liberal in their politics?
Not at all.
Because you don't allow it, do you?
Well, no, we communicate. We're hardcore communicators, and they examine the same evidence that I do.
But Ted,
and an honest examination of the evidence will bring you to the same conclusion that we have come to.
But Ted, you know, even Ted, I don't know how many people know this. When he was a very young man, you had to give 2 kids up for adoption, right?
Fleetwood in the other room is one of them.
Okay.
Is that right?
And we talked for the first time on his 42nd birthday.
And Fleetwood, Fleetwood was a liberal when you met him, right?
Well,
and you browbeat him into becoming a conservative.
No, you need to talk to Fleetwood. In fact, Fleetwood's out there if you want to fetch him.
Well, where are your kids? Let me say hello to them. I hear your daughter is a very good-looking woman.
Well, my wife is just insane gorgeous.
Yes.
She's the Zumba goddess. My daughter Sasha is insane gorgeous. All my children are gorgeous because they take care of themselves. They're athletic and they're very fit. They are very conscientious.
Your daughter is married?
My daughter Sasha is married.
And when a guy, Sasha, is that Sasha?
That's Sasha, and that's Fleetwood, and that's Toby.
Sasha, let me ask you a quick question. Your father, because you are such a beautiful woman, would he allow guys to have, like I can't imagine some guy. How did your husband even approach Ted?
Her husband's out there if you want to ask him.
Well, because I just think that you'd be unbearable.
I'm easy.
Yeah, I mean, really, it was no problem.
Aren't you guys afraid to say something critical of Ted? The fact is,
hell no.
Yes, you are. If you are critical of this guy, if you are critical, boys.
Oh boy.
Toby looks browbeaten.
He's tired. We got him for the Howard Stern show.
Toby, he's such a dominant.
He's got a mic.
Okay. He's such a dominant personality.
I think when I was younger, I was probably scared to speak up. But as I get older and have a better relationship with him, I think he respects my opinion, and I give it to him.
But isn't life all about Ted? Even as a kid, it was all about Ted and not about you. I want to be honest here for a minute.
No, I don't think that at all.
Really?
Growing up, if you grow up in a certain situation, I think those things don't ever become relevant or obvious to you until you get older. I have a 9-year-old son, and I'm learning more about my childhood now that I'm a parent.
And how do you raise Jack? Kind of like I raised you?
Pretty much.
Well, listen, who has a choice around it? That's what I'm saying. I think Ted.
No, it's not that way.
I love Ted, but I would think it would be incredibly difficult to be Ted's son or daughter.
It's a riot. Are you having a riot here or what?
At all.
Well, he's telling you it's a riet.
because we share riots. We have a riot. We do everything together.
What if your daughter voted for Obama? Would that drive you crazy?
I'd probably slap the shit out of her.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm being silly. I'm being silly. No,
everyone has to be conservative, right?
Piers Morgan.
You don't have to be. It just
worked out that way.
Yeah.
Right.
Intelligence brings you that way.
Really?
I don't think Ted would tolerate anything.
Piers Morgan. I'll be on Piers Morgan's CNN show coming up this next Thursday, the 19th, and he's real liberal, and he was trying to confront me, which is the worst mistake you can make.
Right.
And he goes, "Well, what if your son came home and said, Dad, I'm gay and I'm liberal and I'm anti-gun?" I go, "Shut the fuck up, get your gun, let's go deer hunting. Who gives a shit?"
Do all the boys? Do you hunt as well, Sasha?
I have, but I don't.
You don't like it?
I'll go with him on his birthday and sit in a blind with him while he's hunting.
And if you sit there and say, "Listen, Dad, I hate watching a deer die. I don't really want to see that."
I don't particularly enjoy watching it die, but I can turn
She sure likes to cook them.
I do like the meat.
And was your dad unbearable about you dating? And was he constantly carrying on about
Quite the opposite, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
really?
I had my boyfriends around all the time,
but you wouldn't discuss sex with Ted Nugent, would you? I mean, that's not the thing.
Oh my God, you're really putting me on the spot here. Yes, actually, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
What the hell did he tell you?
Well, I mean, I lost my mother when I was really little, so
I see.
we always had open communication. I could tell him anything.
Really?
All you have to do, Howard, Robin, is look at her.
Do you think Ted killed her, or do you think that
Ted killed his
Ted
mother?
Did Ted kill her mother?
That's heavy.
By
That's
accident, of course.
I never thought about that.
Think about it.
Well, she was liberal.
She's got 500 guns in the house. You never
Only
know.
on the Howard Stern show.
Well, I never know with you.
Bastard.
No, but seriously, you felt open enough in the relationship. Well, I'm very shocked. I mean, you got very nice children. I mean, I must say.
And Fleetwood and I just met when I gave gave Fleetwood up for adoption in New York City.
Why did you give Fleetwood? Were you famous at that point?
I was 18. The Amboy Dukes were in New York recording Journey to the Center of the Mind.
Fantastic.
And just a kid. And his mother and I, we knew we weren't prepared.
Right.
So we found a Catholic charity. We dug into our conscience and we go, geez, we're not prepared. We'll find it. We trusted the Catholic Church up to that point. We thought we were hoping they were going to give us some gold or jewelry.
Were your adoptive parents nice to you?
They were awesome. My mother was. I was raised by just my mom.
I see. You mean the couple divorced?
Correct.
Great.
When I was like 2 months old.
No kidding.
Wow.
Terrific. But it was a good upbringing.
Perfect.
How do you find out that Ted Nugent is your father? That had to be bizarre.
Well, I got a phone call, and it was. I got a phone call from my sister.
She did research?
Yes, she found me.
Was your mother upset that you guys went out to find your real father?
No, she kind of supported the whole thing. She seemed to embrace it, and they're meeting tomorrow, actually.
Is that the first time? Were you a fan of Ted Nugent's, not knowing that he was your father?
I knew of Ted Nugent. I knew of his music.
Right.
But to be honest, I didn't really have his music in my collection.
Right.
What were you listening to?
I listened to more Radiohead and back in the day, Echo the Bunnymen, The Cure, all that stuff.
Well, Ted straightened you out when he got a hold of you.
We showed him some sexy guitars.
Have you gotten laid yet because you are Ted Nugent's son?
I was doing fine well before.
You were doing okay.
Ted Nugent's son.
So how old were you when you found out you were Ted Nugent's son?
42.
42. What a shock.
Yeah.
I wish I'd find out I was Ted Nugent's son.
You still might be.
I still might be. It's possible.
There's a chance.
You can see the resemblance. So that is something else.
Amazing.
That really is amazing.
I did vote for Obama, though.
You did?
Yeah, but I didn't know Ted Nugent was my dad at the time, so that's all changed.
And that changed everything.
Are you now conservative? You mean Ted has switched you around?
What was it, 7 seconds? Right?
Was your first reaction, oh my God, was your first reaction because you didn't know Ted, was it like, oh my God, I'm going to be rich now because Ted's a rich rock star and I am in the fucking money. I'm quitting my job and that's it. Did you have that reaction?
I did not have that reaction.
Because I'd be like, Daddy,
that's good.
How about a car?
I did not have that reaction.
Were you angry at all that Ted Nugent gave you away? Why didn't he give away his other children?
No, anger didn't.
You are angry.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Well, you got all these brothers and sisters that you're just meeting, right?
The coolest brothers and sisters you'd ever want to meet.
They've all been so awesome. It's been a great experience.
You don't feel you... has Ted spanked you yet?
No.
You're very lucky. Kids, were you spanked growing up with Ted?
I don't recall being spanked. I got smacked
Sasha
in the face
was
one
spanked.
time.
You got smacked in the face. Sasha, you were spanked, weren't
No,
you?
I was smacked in the face.
You were.
My goodness.
Wow.
But I
a
think only
gentle,
once.
loving, open-handed
Yeah, it was
smack.
once.
I think she's being a smart ass and I had to put her in her place.
What did she do that was so bad?
She was going out after hours at a young age.
Oh, wait, no, that was a different story. That's when you pulled me off a motorcycle by my neck.
Oh, what's funny about that? You don't think that's funny, do you, Si? Are you in therapy?
Now I do. But at the time, it was not funny at all.
It's not
Yeah,
funny.
she's in therapy
So
at the
Ted,
Howard
the
Stern
truth
show.
is coming out. You're not the
There's
great
nothing,
father.
I'm not hiding nothing.
You can't grab a kid.
She was escaping out the upstairs window, taking my motorcycle for rides around the cornfield. So I ambushed her. She came through the lane,
Oh, my
and as
God.
she went by, I just lifted her off the bike.
Did he need to be physical with you? No, Sasha, right?
No, but you just knew not to fuck around.
Yeah. So you were as crazy as your father was with you.
No. I didn't go overboard. I'm a disciplinarian, but I'm a logical guy. I want them to be in safe conditions. I want them to be secure, and I want them to apply themselves if it's school
But
or
do you
athletics.
sit quietly at home and allow the kids to talk and sort of think things
Just like
through
I
for
am
themselves?
here, yes. I've
Yes.
been quite quiet
You
here.
haven't. No, seriously. Do you ever make it not about you, Ted?
I never make it about me. I'm so overwhelmed with me that when I get home, enough is enough
The
already.
kids are smiling as you say you never make it about you.
They've been smiling since they got in here.
If I
Don't
had
try
them
to
alone,
manipulate.
no,
Don't try to manipulate.
Let me tell you something.
Maybe we should put him in a soundproof booth.
If I
so we
locked
get
you
the
up in a
truth.
room and
I would like that. I have absolute confidence in my kids. They're independent. They're their own people. They can do everything and anything on their own without any influence. It's too late now. They're all grown up.
Sasha, were you afraid to act out sexually that your father might find out and strangle you? Were you?
Someone just act out sexually in the living room, or what?
Were you afraid?
No.
You didn't hold off. You didn't wait.
Oh,
when you lost your virginity, did you go to your dad and say, "Dad, I'm losing my virginity. I don't want you to strangle me"?
He's the one.
Did you tell him?
Come on. Yes, I did.
You did? Did you really?
Yeah, so we had the talk.
That's incredibly open. What were you, like 30? I mean, how you're very young. How old are you?
It was just a couple weeks ago.
Just a couple of weeks ago.
I'm 37, but
How old were you when you had that?
Oh, my God.
How old were you when you had that conversation with
you
your dad?
want me to shoot him? Because they didn't get the other one.
But you didn't have a mother, so did Ted have to teach you about things like tampons and stuff like that?
Yes.
He
Yeah,
did?
he did.
Ted, what do you know about tampons?
I know you got to plug that shit up. And I'll tell you what, an exclusive on the Howard Stern Show.
Wow.
I also know that tampons are one of the best buck lures in the woods. You get a huge tampon, hang that from a limb, and then bucks come in, you shoot them.
Was that the lesson, Ted? You got to plug that shit up? Is that what you said?
I think that's
there?
verbatim, yes.
Well, kids, it's a pleasure to meet you. You do seem like very nice kids. A little shell-shocked, but very nice, nevertheless.
You should be so in control.
No, they're wonderful. Thank you,
and
kids.
all my other children. Rocco's out in California. Rocco was in a Disney movie. My youngest son, Rocco's 21. He's in the new Prom Disney movie. He's just like his brothers and sisters. They're all just great people, and they're all solid, and most importantly, grounded. They're just great people.
You know what? We never got around to. Did your father see your great success, and what did he think of it?
Yes,
after?
until I was like, I set an attendance record at the Pontiac Silverdome. We had like 80,000 people, and that was the first show he ever went to. Wow. And he came. He thought I was still throwing the amp in the back of the Chevy Biscayne, going up to the local club.
Was that
and he
triumphant?
came in and was like, wow, there's a lot of people here tonight. It was awesome.
It triumphant for you? I mean, because the old man was against your music. He didn't think.
But there's a dichotomy there. I'm convinced that generation, post-World War II, especially my dad being a warrior, a hero of World War II in Korea, he knew about the American dream, putting your heart and soul into being the best that you can be, and that's the most important lesson.
What did he want you to be?
He always said, in fact, it was, well, I could keep you mesmerized with the stories of this dichotomy. He hated the music I was playing, but he made me practice, and he made me turn it down because he didn't want to hear it. But he knew if you're going to play, he said, if you're going to play, you're going to practice, and you're going to do it right.
That's what's confusing about the old man. He hated the music, yet he made you practice. So you love him, you hate him, you don't know what the hell to do.
Well, I probably would have, if you would have asked me that question when I was in my early teens, I hate the bastard.
Your brother hated your father.
Well, we all hated him at one point or another, but I think we all realized my brother Jeff is a super successful guy. My brother John is super successful. My sister Kathy is super successful on all levels.
What do they do?
Jeff's the CEO of a number of global pharmaceuticals. My brother Johnny is the foreman of the Pepper Construction Company in Chicago. And my sister Kathy she and her husband run their own merchandising mail order
One
outfit.
of your siblings said, you'll never see the real Ted Nugent. The real Ted Nugent, I've seen him a few times.
This is it.
No, your brother says, I don't remember the name of which brother, but he says the real guy is a guy who sits at home, and once in a while you'll see him. He'll be sipping a glass of wine, and he'll put his feet up on a porch.
Sure.
And he quiets down.
Oh, hell yes.
And he becomes somebody. Like, this is still a persona.
Somebody else comes out?
Yes.
You'll see that. You'll see that on Spirit of the Wild all the time. Campfire time, charity time, working. Here's the most important.
Don't you think some of this is almost an overreaction to having such a strong father? Like, you're trying desperately to be this persona who comes out, and he's so definite on everything.
No, I don't think so. I'm always searching. I'm always learning.
Don't you think the guns are trying to relate to your father as the warrior soldier?
My dad wasn't gung-ho for Second Amendment. He believed in the right to self-defense, which who the hell doesn't?
Did your father want you to be a military guy?
That was never discussed. My brother Jeff was in the Army.
Right.
When I was the right age for the draft, I registered for the draft, but I never got drafted. There's all these stories about how I shit my pants to get out of the draft, which is just malarkey. It's just bullshit. I never avoided the draft. I had a one-wide deferment because I was in the Oakland Community College in Detroit. I was never called in.
When you would sit in your room and practice your guitar, because you brought your guitar today, what is it that you were obsessed with as a young man? What would you sit and play?
Well, stop and think. I mean, there we were Les Paul had just electrified it. And Chuck
Give me your
Berry-
earliest recollection of what you play. Take the guitar, Ted, if you will.
And get me a guitar pick
Get a
here.
good pick and show me what it is when you were a young man sitting in your father's house.
And what a cool guitar, by the way. Huh? This is a
Look at
Gibson
that.
Birdland. Look at that.
That is a
I'm
beauty.
Telling you.
I wish I could play.
Well, the earliest recollections was like that. It was just starting. You know what I mean? It was all experimental at the time. See how this works here. Let's see if that doesn't do it. Let's see if that
What is the earliest memory you have that turned you on?
My earliest recollection. I got too much echo and stuff. Where'd that come from?
I like the way that sounded.
It is mean.
What was the first big hit that you had as a solo artist when it became Ted Nugent?
Are you kidding me?
Was it Wang Dang?
Find a cooler guitar lick than this. I mean, that's so cool. I can hardly stand
Those
myself.
are sexy guitar licks.
That's Stranglehold.
Yes, and that was a big hit for you, right?
Well, the whole record started selling millions, with Hey Baby, Motor City Madhouse, Wang Dang. And you wanted to make Wang Dang Sweet Poontang the official Michigan soundtrack.
I did. I got some heat on that.
I think it is, by the way.
Was Wang Dang your biggest song in terms of hits?
Cat Scratch Fever was the biggest at some point. And that's... That's so goddamn cool. I can't stand it.
That's so easy for you. I mean, that is just the easy. That's like second nature to you. Do you still practice?
I play my guitar every day.
You do?
Absolutely. I love it.
How many hours a day?
Oh, it's not hours. I live a ranching life. I run a trap line. I guide and outfit hunters all over the world. So my guitar's always with me. I got all my equipment. I got a guitar in every room, and I pick it up and just beat on it.
Did you ever meet Mick Jagger?
I did meet Mick Jagger. I met the guys. I hung out with Keith Richards in New York City.
Do you get close to any of these guys, or they're just not?
Well, close at the time. We have a musical mutual admiration society because we all come from the same black artists,
right? And
we all reminisce about that and kind of talk about the origins of our inspiration. So I get along fine with them, but I lead a different life. I'm a homebody. I love home. I tour all summer. I'm going out all summer with Derek St. Holmes, greatest vocalist, guitar player in the world. Mick Brown on drums.
You're a
Greg Smith.
But you're a Tea Party guy, right?
Well, certainly the Tea Party represents what I believe in: the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and we the people taking our country back.
Are you because you're not a racist? Because you are a man who I assume loves black culture, black music.
I like to think of myself as a huge black guy. Anyhow,
you're a black man, aren't you?
I'm a Motown funk brother motherfucker. Yeah,
that's what I figured. All right.
My band is called the Nigerian Rebels, by the way.
So some people buy tickets and they think they're going to go see a black band.
Right. Well, I mean, my guys, it is all about that black thing, that James Brown, Wilson Pickett, Sam and Dave, Mose Allison, all the original black blues guys, and how the Stones, the Beatles, and Yardbirds, and all the English invasion, it was all about bringing America, the original black American guys, and I still revel in that. I still revere that.
Ted, are you worried about some of the racist elements in the Tea Party? Does that kind of freak you out?
I haven't seen one hint of any racism in the Tea Party.
Give me a little of that lick of Wango Tango, please. Wango Tango. Just
It's the Wango Tango!
Oh, that is cool. Those are great, sexy lyrics, right? When I say sexy,
they're all sexy, man.
How old were you realize the guitar was going to get you laid? How old were you?
A lot of guys, I hate seeing a musician in an interview going, "Yeah, I started playing for the girls."
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty pathetic. I started playing for the music, and I still play for the music. The whole girl thing, the whole sexual adventure thing I don't think has anything to do with the music. Oftentimes, I believe it's in spite of the music. And if you see my wife, Shemaine, you'll see that you don't want them attracted to an alternative lure. You want them to come into the spirituality of what
you're right, though. In fact,
I'm always right.
Everyone gets... You're always right. That's true. Well, you're right about the fact that if you're going to get into guitar and be a great guitar player, you got to love the guitar. You can't go out with the mission, I'm going to get laid.
No, that'll fuck your guitar playing.
But you do at some point get on stage like with the Amboy Dukes, and then all of a sudden women they love it. Your father was a war hero. He wasn't getting laid like the way a rock star does.
The music is too powerful.
Yeah.
The girls have no control whatsoever.
They lose it.
Especially my music. When you hear Stranglehold, you're done.
You got to fuck, though, many women at one time, right?
It was horrible.
Finally, what did you think of those Navy SEALs, huh?
Those are my boys. I get to train with these guys.
Did you train Team 6? Were you on that mission to kill Osama bin Laden?
Wait a minute. I was there in
You
spirit.
killed him, didn't you?
I promise they heard Stranglehold on the way. No, those are my heroes. We talk about equality. I'm sorry, you and I are not equal to these guys. These are superior human beings.
Absolutely. But can you dive into a pool with your hands and your feet tied and do somersaults?
Ted, I'm going to tie you up and throw you in a pool.
My training with the Navy SEALs is a limping, gimping 63-year-old man just trying to shoot good with these guys.
You're okay with gays. You're okay with gays in the military, aren't you?
Absolutely. I love gays, man. In fact, yes, some of my best buddies are gay. In fact, I'm one of the directors of the Pink Pistols.
What about gay marriage?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Gay marriage, Ted invented it.
I don't consider that marriage. You guys can hold hands and blow each other all night, but that ain't marriage, baby.
That's marriage.
It's a variation.
Sometimes it's not marriage for a heterosexual guy.
Have you noticed that?
Ted, I love you.
When did you know you had your own sound? Like you were sitting there playing everybody else's stuff?
Well, Robin, the Gibson Birdland was invented as a jazz guitar, and you can tell when I turn it down, it has such a rich tone in it, Tim.
That's your favorite guitar?
It's an animal. And then when you turn it up the way I do, it has a resonance because it's a hand.
Do you play that on stage?
I do. I have an arsenal of these, and they just have a wonderful sound.
How many guitars do you own?
39 or something like that.
Was the Telecaster the favorite guitar of Jimi Hendrix?
Telly, but he played Les Pauls, he played some SGs, but mostly the Telly.
Who are we endorsing in 2012 for president?
Nobody yet.
Ted Nugent doesn't have a clue?
No. Well, I have clues, but right now I'm not endorsing anybody fully because they haven't impressed me enough yet.
All right, very good. All right, listen, I could talk to you all day.
Same, Howard, Godspeed, man. Robin, I love you.
I love you.
too.
And Ted, I see a couple of questions here on the phone, and forgive me for using some
go
of your...
nuts. Go nuts.
Does Ted ever hunt with his fans? Do you hunt with fans?
Well, I do a lot of charity work. I donate, 20, 30 hunts a year that I guide and outfit and cook and help guys track and teach them how to hunt, and we gut and skin, butcher and cook the animals. And it's at Sunrise Safaris. You can see it at tednugent.com.
What's that
yes,
cost?
you can buy these hunts. And a lot of guys, it's about donations usually. I also book hunts. I'm going to Quebec and New Brunswick.
You don't take the money for yourself. It's all a charity.
No, this goes to military.
What's the last thing you killed? What's the last thing you killed?
I killed 11 cottonmouths last week in Texas.
What's a cottonmouth? I don't know.
Poisonous snake.
Poisonous snake?
Yeah. The
Good
water
for
is
you.
receding, so the cottonmouths are accumulating at the low water level, so I kill them.
Real quick, Walter, go ahead and say hello.
Hello, Walter.
I forgot to get some fans in on this.
Go nuts, Walter. Hello.
Quickly, Walter.
Happy turkey season.
Hey, Howard, from another Michigander.
Michiganiac.
When Ted says he's going to play his favorite lick, and I think Here Comes Stranglehold, and then he plays it, it's like better than a Sibian ride.
Yes, and that's a
perfect.
That's a big deal. Do you still take the bow and arrow on the stage with you and shoot it?
Yeah, I do. At the end of Great White Buffalo, I blow up my guitars with flaming arrows. Why not?
Let's go to Todd. Todd, real quick in Toronto.
Toronto, God bless Canada.
Right. How you doing, Ted?
Hey, Todd, how you doing, Tack? Man, this is my Birdland blood brother up there, man. This is the god of tone in Canada.
Really?
Yes.
I thought it was Todd.
Hey, Todd, how did the Birdland sound on the Howard Stern show?
Oh, fantastic.
Perfect.
You can't beat that.
And you can tell it's a Birdland, can't you?
Todd, what do you want to say?
Howard, you should go over and watch him at the Iridium Club today. Being a budding photographer, go over there, take some photos.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, maybe I should shoot Ted.
Come on.
And it's just a fantastic experience, and 3 great shows in Texas last month, and looking forward to seeing you up here at Rama in the summer.
Very good. There you go. Another fan. Jim, go ahead. You have the last question, and then I'm going to move out of here.
Jim.
Go ahead.
Hey, what's up, Ted?
Good morning, man.
Hey, man, did you know Courtney Love said she gave you oral sex backstage?
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah, have you heard that?
Well,
that was
not true. I would have remembered
She
that.
claims she was 12 years old and she blew you backstage.
I would have remembered that. You know, if you take enough drugs, you might think you blew me. You know what I mean?
What about other girls that got stories like that, Ted?
What about girls that have stories like that?
Yeah, young girls. There's other stories like that, too.
Is that true? How dare you. Phil, go ahead. You're on the air.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, Uncle Ted, where have we seen this before?
Indeed. Bloody arrows for everybody.
That's right. Hey, I have a question. Going back to Michigan, what do you think of the hunting laws going on there right now? I've been dying to ask you, and I love you on the show, but what do you think of what's going on with the changing of the laws up there?
Well, Michigan's a clusterfuck any way you look at it, but Rick Snyder's a good governor. I think it's in good hands now. I've had great meetings with the DNR and the NRC and the different conservation
You're trying to get the
organizations.
hunting laws changed.
Yeah, for example, in Michigan, they are desperately in need to kill more deer. But in the Upper Peninsula, you're allowed to spill grain, which, by the way, all wildlife eats spilled grain. That's why there's so much wildlife, because there's so much agriculture, and that's what sustains dynamic populations. But in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, you're allowed to spill grain so you can ambush a deer more readily, especially with a short-range weapon like a bow and arrow. But in the same state, you're not allowed to do it in the Lower Peninsula, where the vast majority of hunters are, and they're desperately in need of killing more deer because they're being slaughtered on the highways. They're causing millions of dollars of crop destruction.
So you're trying to get the laws changed for
Yes,
that.
and by the way, I think I have.
I see.
Yes.
All right. Well, listen, Ted, we could talk all day.
Yes, we could. I love the Howard Stern Show because nothing is sacred.
But thank you for coming.
My pleasure,
A
man.
real
It's good
honor
to see you.
be with you as
And
always.
after I did the Huckabee Jam, everybody bombarded me with tweets and that said that you were raving about my guitar playing. So thank you for that because
Your
I love
Star
my guitar
Spangled
playing.
Banner was fantastic
Thank you,
on
sir.
Huckabee.
We do it every night on stage, too.
And I played it because it was such a great rendition. It
Well,
really
thanks. I
was
appreciate it,
wonderful. The great, fabulous Ted Nugent, everybody.
Yowza.
I need 10 hours with you.
I can do it.
Yeah. Now, that's a real badge, huh? I mean,
That's great.
It's real.
Everything's real, man.
We're good.
Ted.
Was that cute?
He went everywhere.
That was a little different, wasn't it?
Yeah, it sure was.
You want adventure? Here I am.
What's the secret to navigating a Howard Stern interview?
The same as any campfire dialogue. You be honest and forthright and let her rip. No inhibitions, you know. If you're open and honest and you just share the conversation with some respect for the other guy, you can't go wrong. Howard's my buddy.
So you don't feel he went too far with your children, or?
Yeah, my kids
asking
are in
the
charge.
personal
You know, they can
questions?
handle anything. I think it's rude to ask my daughter about, but I'm at the Howard Stern show. You think I was surprised by some rude shit? I think that's cute. Rude can be cute, so Howard didn't go too far.
He's able to toe the line a little bit.
Sure, I think so.
What do you love about Howard Stern and his show?
That he's defied the status quo, and he's still on the air, and he's still doing what he does, breaking all the rules that he has over the years.
There's a lot of
Plus, he's got a good heart, you know. I know he turns it on for the professional Howard Stern, and that's what we have to do, and he's doing a fine job. I like Howard Stern.
At the core of it, he's a good guy.
At the core, he's my blood brother. Howard Stern, right here, official, documented on film, Howard Stern is Ted Nugent's blood brother.
All right, man.
You want to go over Weiland notes?
Yeah,
now?
because if he doesn't get here by 8:20, just tell him to go home.
He'll be here.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I don't want to spend my whole morning here waiting for him.
It's the same story with him every time. He's late.
I know, he can't be on time.
You know, the thing is, I warned them to not be late because he was an hour late last time, and I almost sent him home. And I was very clear with the publicist. I was like, he's an hour late last time. If he's late, it's going to be an issue. And if he's not up here by the time we finish the spot, Howard's going to tell him to fucking go home. It's going to be ugly. Yeah. And I warned him. I don't know. All these people find a way to get to other shows on time.
Is he ready to go?
No, he's not even up yet.
He joined Velvet Revolver just for the money. He said he was getting high at the time.
We got to bring Scott Weiland in, so let's get him in. Come on in, Scott.
Where should we wait?
You can come in with us. We're going to the other green room.
Okay, great.
I'm going to get Scott. Hey, Scott, I'm going to get you signed in right away because we're going to be on in about a minute, if that's okay.
Okay.
Chris?
Author. That means I write books.
He's going to have to sign in.
Scott Weiland has written a book about his life. you might say, hey, Scott, you're too young.
Does he remember it?
I don't know. Some of it I don't even know that he really does remember it. I think it's other people telling him.
Right.
Scott, of course, is a founding member of one of the greatest bands ever, Stone Temple Pilots. Also in Velvet Revolver. There he is, still going strong.
Was in Velvet Revolver.
Yeah, I was asleep.
What'd you say, Robin?
I said he was in Velvet Revolver.
Yeah.
He's not anymore.
No, he got rid of those guys. That didn't work out well. Hey, man.
There's many things that I know that you do not.
Well, go ahead and tell me some of them, because I'd like to know something. What do you know?
What's one thing you know that he doesn't?
And you might be surprised that I know it.
Okay, well, then I won't tell you.
What do you have? What are you referring to?
No, just Velvet Revolver, that's all.
I know you hated Slash's wife. Because she showed up at every fucking rehearsal like Yoko.
Actually, what happened was it started out that way with Slash's wife. And it really was a problem with everyone in the band. And then by the time that the band, the last 6 months, everybody's wife was
fucking pain in the ass
involved in the band.
How does that happen,
That's
man?
great. I love that.
That's so not cool.
But it never has happened in STP. I have
Absolutely
never